Okay. All right. So, why don't you guys tell me what the fuck happened last time?
It all started.
Okay.
It all started when we had some nice touring of churches going on, and then everything went wrong forever.
So we started out by going to like a group church, where Muse and Sindri kind of fucked off in the corner, but other people prayed, and Kelly actually got visited by sassy hot girl ghost doing hot girl shit.
Hilda the Loud.
Yes. And we didn't have time to unpack all of that, so we moved on to the Church of Aeon, or the Temple of Aeon, which seemed to be going okay, even though Muse called it pretentious. And then we walked in, and everything got worse.
I'm not wrong.
You're not wrong. And we keep running into Alaris classmates, so that's fun. One of them being Regis. Sindri had a...
Everyone immediately was like, ew.
Yeah, we judged him a little bit too hard.
I wasn't ew, I was sus. There's a difference.
Minor difference.
Still a difference.
Where we found out that people are dying and nobody can do anything because people rely too much on magic instead of doing things for themselves, and also the gods. Since
and people need to
mild breakdown, but it's
death.
fine. Yes, people need to respect death. And so we figured out that we needed to find some pixies to get pixie dust to make potions, and we were heading home, and then we got jumped, and that was fun.
Because Larka put us in an alleyway map, and we were like, well...
Guess I'll die.
Yep, this is where I lay down my
Literally.
life. Thanks so much, Larka. Thanks for that. It's not like we saw it coming as soon as you put the map on the screen. And then Lyle, Short King, showed up with Garrick and kind of saved the day, but we were kind of doing okay. And then
You were
yourself.
doing okay.
we were
Speak
fine.
for yourself.
I hadn't taken a single point of damage, just saying. Anyway,
Muse was getting shanked left, right, and center.
I was there. I hadn't taken a single point of damage. I would have stepped in had he gone down, but it's fine.
I
We
was
didn't have
here.
to get there.
Your experiences are not universal.
That's fair, but you stayed on your feet. Muse and Sindri made some questionable choices, slightly by fog of war, slightly by fog of creepy voice, and we made it
Murder
to
is okay.
Grumpy Crocodile Grandpa's place. Well, dragon, but you know. Where everybody
And
kind of
not
had
his
more
dead
bad times.
son.
With his dead son.
Great, thanks for bringing it up.
And now the vibes are rancid and everyone's sad. How'd I do, Larka?
You did your homework.
Good job.
Thank you.
Okay. So, with that, I can skip over this whole paragraph. Good.
Woohoo!
So, the four of you are still under the hospitality of Garrick and his grandfather, Jean Garrick. You're resting there for the night. You've been studying, recovering. Garrick's grandfather gave you all some soup and bread. He fed you. You guys have had access to the washroom, which is right here. Which, I'm not singling anyone out, but one of you needs it more than the others.
Stinky.
It's a
This man
small
has been
house.
on the road for how long? He is taking up that.
It's a small house. Not that many rooms or spaces to sleep. You've all made do with what you were offered. You have a plan. You sort of know what you're doing, and you're all starting to tuck in and go to sleep. Callie, you've taken the study space. Garrick came out and gave you a quilt for you to use. Muse and Sindri, you two have taken the chairs near the fireplace. It's pretty nice. It's warm, except for the occasional old man noise.
As you do.
Yeah. Just occasionally through the wall you hear, ah! And that's it.
My dead son.
Thanks for bringing it up.
Yeah, I love to lament. Alarith, you seem to be in an old bedroom, like maybe for a kid. Like the bed is Sindri sized. It's there's a lot of faded, colorful furniture. around you. There's pictures on the wall that look to be like portraits of two dragonborn and a couple of eggs that they're holding. It's like a family picture with a new baby, that kind of thing.
Oh.
There seem to be 3 eggs that they're holding, so one of them has to be Garrick. So,
Which one's the most juiced?
probably the one that's being held by the father.
Okay.
His
That's Garrick.
dead father.
Dead father. Thanks for bringing it up.
Lyle has given you the bed. He's insisted on giving you the bed. He's rolled out a little mat for himself, and he's asleep on the floor. Is there anything any of you would like to do before you go to bed?
Just angst, but that's pretty on brand.
On
mean,
brand,
if-
yes.
Stinky Muse Man went to the bath, he would have done his nightly ritual in there. And
Mm,
probably
okay.
sat on the stone to write, and then came out.
Okay.
Ah, we got a writer here. Sully 2.0.
He can write,
He's-
but can he read?
It's just fucking like Egyptian hieroglyphics. See, he'll figure it out.
It's just scribble.
Wingdings.
He
writes in
My
emojis.
diary. Today I couldn't find my diary, so I'm writing on my 2 copies of Kung Fu Panda DVDs.
No, Sindri's just very quiet.
Alright. So, you guys eventually, slowly go to bed. Out of curiosity, just like some nice little, here's a little character exercise. What do you guys want to dream about?
Nothing. I don't want
We
any
have-
thoughts.
No thoughts.
Head
Please,
empty,
head
no
empty.
Please, for the love of God, head empty.
I mean, I imagine Callie dreams about like pretty ghost girls, home, some little mice. Maybe the mice are doing a dance, something cute. Sindri, probably having an angst dream. Just
Probably
angry.
dreaming about home.
I'm
Hmm,
dreaming about the AU where I never got hugged as a child.
Good God, what a terrible, terrible existence.
Ah. Yeah, they're probably
And-
dreaming about home. Maybe like the last week before they left, sort of thing.
Okay. A nice, pretty sky for Sindri. Alarith is dreaming about not being hugged.
Alarith
That's
is dreaming
awkward.
about the fact that she's getting expelled.
Oh.
Just a nightmare. Just, you're expelled.
I told you no crimes!
Exactly.
It's like that episode of Avatar where it's just like,
Nightmares and daydreams.
yeah. No, you're
Where's
not
Alpha?
wearing underwear. Or you're not
No,
wearing
Fire
pants.
Lord Ozai, you're
You're
not wearing pants.
Okay. And Muse?
Honestly, he's probably dreaming about like his first conscious thought coming to in this world, which is, the ocean.
You dream of the sea.
Garrick's
Swirling.
grandfather is dreaming of his dead son.
Swirling, dark sea. Muse, sometime in the night, hearing the crackle of the fireplace and the shift of burning wood and Sindri's little bird noises, you feel the heat of the fire against your back, and you're aware of 2 things. You're aware of Sindri sleeping peacefully in the little chair against you. You're aware of Garrick's in the background. And you feel his presence. You feel his heat against you. There's a warmth, like heated stone, against your chest and your arms as he's wrapped himself around you, like holding you from behind. His voice is in your ear. And it's different than normal. Normally, he's just seems grouchy or tired or upset with you in some regard because, I mean, it's usually your fault.
Yeah,
But
fair enough.
this time he sounds a little more reserved, and he says, "Are you all right? I couldn't feel you for some time. I was worried I pushed you too far."
He's just kind of sinks further into the chair and just stays quiet.
There seems to be something to be said of pride, yours and mine. We really must be more careful in the future, my muse. I can only protect you so many times.
He just keeps quiet.
I wish I'd done things differently. Sent you out so differently. Now tell me, what it is that you're up to now, and how we shall proceed.
We're and he says this like under his breath, like as quietly as possible. We're going to be hunting pixies tomorrow.
Caution, my muse. The Fae are far from my sight and clever as their master. Be cunning, full of tricks, and you'll outsmart them.
Kind of
And
just gives a little nod.
And after a bit, you hear just some very sounds from him. Agdes has their eye on me. This must be a house of their cleric. I must leave. Rest now. We shall proceed together in the morning. And his presence vanishes from you.
He just kind of curls up a little bit tighter.
And goes back to dreaming of the sea. And you do. And you dream of the shore, the waves. And you all try to sleep. The effects of a long rest take hold. Muse, well, you're dreaming. You're having a good time. It's a nice, calm, dark sea. Until something comes out of the sea. A long, tall figure wearing a white sheet comes out of the sea. And she stares at you. And you can't see her face, but she stares at you, and you know she's staring at you. And she says, "Haven't we met before?" And you wake up. It's
I don't like that.
It's still dark out. You can see through the curtains. And standing at the fireplace is Garrick's grandfather, and he kind of looks over at you, who kind of startles awake, and he goes, "Let me guess, you saw Hetia. I mean, you almost died, so she's probably like, huh, why aren't you following me yet? But I brought you back. At least I can bring back something, like my son, who died." And he pokes the fire.
He's just kind of giving him blank stare before just giving his head a little shake and then getting up and sitting down by Sindri's feet and just curling up against them.
Feather pillow.
Oh, that would be so
Yes.
comfy.
These magic hands can heal many things, but it can't heal my heart after my son has died. My dead son. Can't go 5 minutes in this house without thinking of my dead son. He closes the door behind him. Now, Callie, you are woken up as Garrick opens the door and he gently walks around to like put his hand on your shoulder and he goes, "Hey, good morning.
Morning.
Look, if you want to get to the gate by dawn to meet Regis, you're gonna have to get a move on." Or
Sorry.
actually, no, you're fine. Actually, he kind of like thinks for a moment. Hold on right there. And Alarith, you are woken up as you see Garrick's hulking figure enter the room. And the door is just terrible. It squeaks like a motherfucker. It's very loud. It's very grating. Somehow Lyle doesn't wake up, but I mean, it's Lyle at this point. You're like, that's just a Lyle thing.
Let the king speak.
And he kind of like gives you a like apologetic like wave, and he leans down next to Lyle and goes, Lyle, what? Alarith needs to get to the gate. You gotta make a circle, dude. No. Come on, dude, I'm not the one who learned the spell. You gotta do something. I don't wanna. Lyle, I'm begging you. Alarith's legs are so short, she won't make it. What's in it for me? Friendship, my loyalty, my love. I'm not gay, dude. Okay, no, that's not. Alright. Lyle, please. Lyle.
Do I hear this?
Yes. You can hear it. They're not very quiet.
Lyle, wake the fuck up.
Is the cow being mean to me?
Yes, the cow is being mean to you.
Lareth will walk up to Lyle and it's like, please, if we get those potions, we can help so many people, hopefully.
Lyle kind of gently sits up. His hair is kind of like all messed up, and he goes, I'm so hungover. Okay, fine. And he stands up. And Garrett goes, cool, Alarith, get your stuff. I'll go wake up the others, I guess. And Lyle is just like kind of sitting there rubbing at his eyes. It is so not a good idea to do this while hungover. But I know where he makes a circle motion with his hand. I know where that is, so I'll go do that. And he gets up and kind of wobbles at the door. And he looks at you, Callie, and he makes that, like, I'm watching you motion with his fingers, and he goes down the stairs.
Callie just shrugs.
I guess Alarith will put on the Cloak of Protection. Is it a little too big for her, given it's
A little too
halfling
big. It
size?
drags on the floor a little.
She'll
Lyle
try
is
and
taller
like
than
roll
you.
up. She'll try and like roll up the sleeves and hitch it up so it's not as draggy.
Normally, I
Walk
would
out
say
the
that
door.
magic items will shrink to the size of the wearer, but that's way too cute for me to argue with.
Yeah.
Muse, you see Alarith's two friends come down, and you see Lyle immediately get on the floor on his hands and knees and starts like drawing something in chalk, while Garrick approaches you and goes, hey, so you guys are going to the gate. You're gonna need to get up and get your stuff ready. We can get you there faster, but like, you know, you gotta get there before dawn, right?
He just gives a nod.
Sindri has literally just woken up. Just kind of like look up at Garrick. Just like don't say anything, just like I am awake now. At what cost?
I see you're not a mourning dove. That was probably racist. I'm so sorry.
Just shrug.
Cool. This conversation's not going to end itself. And he goes back over to Lyle.
What a mood. What a mood.
Valerith will walk up to Callie, and Callie you'll see that she's probably not had the best of sleeps. And she'll go, oh, morning.
Morning. You alright?
I will be. And thank you for helping study last night. Hopefully it'll help.
Fingers crossed.
And then Valerith, I guess, will start heading down the stairs.
You approach, and Lyle seems to be finishing up. He's drawing, like, a bunch of intricate circles on the floor in chalk, and the chalk, like, sparkles and fizzles as it does, and he goes, "This cost me 50 gold. Someone
Oh.
owes me 50 gold."
I'll try to save for that at some point.
Cool.
Do I have 50 gold?
We do not. We have
No
50
way in
silver.
hell.
Everyone pull your money.
Oh, for
Having-
some reason I have 95. I'll give him...
Whoa, how do you have 95 gold?
I don't know.
Did you
95
put your
gold.
silver pieces from last time in the gold by accident?
No.
Wow, we're on some rich kid shit over here.
Callie fucking loaded. I did not know this. Okay.
Allie's just... What did he... 50?
Yeah, he said 50.
I'm gonna give him 50 gold.
He looks up at you, and he squints at you, and he looks like he's gonna say something, but he chooses to not say it and just puts it in his pocket. Thank you. This circle is so wonky. It'll work. You're taking him to Mr. Miz, right? Yeah, I'm taking him to Mr. Miz. I don't even know if he's awake at this time, but we can sneak out
Do
a
I
window
know
or
who
something.
this Mr. Miz is?
No, you have never heard this before.
Okay.
Contrary to
who's-
popular belief, Alarith does not know everyone in
Valerith does
town.
not know every single person. Who's Mr. Miz?
Oh, he's a nice guy, kinda, a little weird, but he makes stuff. He sells magic stuff. You know, we kind of go to him for like supplies. He's so
Okay.
expensive,
Oh.
but he has this more chalk that I want, and it's 50 gold. So I'm just gonna buy more when I get there. Unless his security eats me alive, but that's fine. I can just die.
Eats you?
But Garrett kind of like goes. He's a kind of an inventor. He makes stuff. It's not violent by any means. He makes like robot animals. You know, just kind of a weird
Oh.
dude.
Okay.
He's nice, I promise. I mean, I wouldn't send you to anyone who's like, you know, super evil or anything like that. He's just eccentric. Kind of like my grandpa, but without the immense baggage. But
I think eccentric I can handle. I mean, look at our school.
yeah, look at our school. And Lyle goes, "Are you calling me eccentric?"
No. You're probably
Cool.
the least eccentric, Lyle.
Awesome. I'm so normie in this unnormie house.
Which in turn makes you this isn't in character. Which in turn makes you unnormy.
Which in turn makes you unnormie.
I would love for that to be in character.
Alright. Lyle kind of like moves his hands. Get in the fucking circle. Garrick, you're not allowed in the circle. Okay. Everyone else stand around me.
Okay. Valerith will bypass Muse and Sindri quickly and just say, "Can you tell everyone that I didn't die again. And then I'm sorry. And then I'll be back.
Yeah, I'll meet you back at the school. I'll probably be there. Unless I have to go pick up Lyle, you will have to pick me up. I will pick up Lyle, and I'm gonna go to the school.
Okay. Thank you. And thank
I'll
you
make sure
both.
Catherine doesn't know that you're dead or alive. Wait, what am I saying? Okay, she'll know that you're alive. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Be in so much trouble when I get back.
Nah, I mean, you didn't commit a... Oh. You'll be fine. Lyle kind of looks up at Muse and Callie and goes, I want you two to, like, kneel. Otherwise, you're gonna, like, clip through the ceiling, and that's gonna be hilarious. But no, it's gonna be brutal. So on your knees.
Bow, peasant.
Sorry.
When you say it like
Before
that,
your king.
Bow, you fucking shits, go.
yes, Kelly kneels.
Yeah, Muse will kneel.
Lyle kind of stands up and kind of dusts off his pants, and he looks over at you, Alarith, and he very quickly, like, leans over and just, like, adjusts the hood of the cloak around you and goes, okay, so you're just gonna, we're gonna get there, you're gonna exit, and you're gonna go left, thank you, Garrick. You're gonna go left, and that's gonna be the gate right there, and you're just gonna into the forest, and don't get eaten by bears. I will cry.
I will do my best.
Cool. And he kind of raises his hands, palms up, and he goes, alright, bye Garrick, I'll see you in like a half hour, probably. Yeah, my grandpa needs to go scream at the sea, and then I'll come get you. Yeah, okay. And
that's an excellent morning ritual.
and
Wow.
he, just before everything starts to glow around you, and just before you go, Garrick goes, oh wait, shit, you guys did it, and you are teleported. And
Well, that's a good sign.
you end up, where is my map? This.
I feel like that clip of Eggman at the end of the Sonic 06 fan dub where he's like, ha ha ha, fuck.
So you all end up, the light fades away, and you're in a shop of some sort. The stone brick shop. The ceiling is very low. This is clearly a place that's meant for, like, small folk. So, thankfully, Muse and Callie, you are on your knees, so you're not bumping your head against anything. Well, Callie, you're probably bumping your head against something, but you're not, like, stuck on the ceiling.
How low are we talking here?
I'm talking, like, this is a place that's clearly meant for dwarves, halflings, Alarith. So
Hilarious.
Cindries.
So I'm probably, like, just okay.
you're fine. You're alright.
Okay.
Like, the furniture around you is small, except for this table and chair, which seem to be made for someone a little bigger. More like Muse's size. And the first thing you're met with is the sound of kittens. You hear distant,
Babies?
you hear little meows and mewings coming
Little
from
meow meows.
coming from this cradle, where there seem to be little meow meows. And
Favor of
it's
stealing a kitten, say aye.
Nay.
and the cradle seems to be being rocked back and forth, almost like mechanically, by a silver and copper rat.
Oh.
And the minute you guys kind of shift into existence, the rat, like, is still, like, its arm is still doing the back and forth motion, but its head goes and it rotates towards you, and its little eyes are red and glass, and it kind of goes zzz, zzz, and it's focusing on you. And its mouth unhinges, and from this creepy rat, you hear someone go, "Hello, Lyle, I'll be out in a bit." And Lyle goes, "Cool." So yeah, so that's Mr. Miz. Like I told you, he's cool. I'm not gonna say anything else. Okay, go away.
Wait. What was Garrett gonna say? Do you know?
Lyle kind of like rubs out his face. Oh yeah, because you're going like on a little trip. So he was thinking like you had to make an offering to Adon. Otherwise, Adon was gonna like fuck with you. But like, I mean, I'm not really the superstitious type, so you just do you. I mean, how much more is he gonna fuck with you? You already got jumped. Wait, actually, and you hear the rat go, "Someone got jumped?" No. I mean, I'm gonna plead the 5th or the 6th. Is it the 5th? Yeah. I'm gonna do that. You guys go. Go. Get out of this room.
Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm sorry.
Thank you.
I know you are. I don't like you. Go.
I thought that was selected in Alarith for a second. I was like, oh.
Oh,
I like-
sorry, I'm just.
Which way
You guys
is
are
it? Is
going
it this way or
you're going the
this way?
fucking wrong way.
This way.
Point to the
This
door.
I was following Alara.
Same.
I thought it was up here. It was red.
Go away. Out of my
We're
sight.
trying. That wasn't in character.
The DM
Okay.
won't let us.
Okay, out of your sight. There we go.
Into the void. Go.
Whoa.
And then we lost Sindri.
Well,
Alarith.
I don't have a backup character, so rip.
I do. I came prepared.
And cursed.
Alarith, don't die.
What's the difference, Moo?
I will do my best.
Alright. So,
Who did he aim the "I don't like you" at?
Sindri, I believe.
Sentry said thank you, and Lyle does not like them.
I think that's the first person that does not like Sindri.
Damn,
no,
and
Alarith's
Sindri
there.
sat there listening to his music.
Okay.
Yeah,
So-
I didn't even critique him or nothing. I was looking up songs to recommend he play because he is supposed to be shit. Fucker.
First of all, he's probably shit at the harp, but not other things. We don't know.
We was playing the harp at the time.
I won't accept Lyle's slander in this hotel lobby.
Well, I won't accept Sindri slander.
It's not slander, it's just an opinion.
So is mine.
Okay, so you guys exit, and finally, Muse and Callie, you can, like, stand up. And you guys are in what clearly is, like, a district or a neighborhood. It is all small, little buildings. Like, a lot of them are Alarith size. There's, like, little houses, there's little apartments, there's little stores, there's little... Everything's little. It's the small folk area. So, tabaxi, dwarves, gnomes, halflings, Alarith.
For me and Callie, is it like that scene in Zootopia where the rabbit goes
Yes.
through that rat tunnel?
Absolutely. Muse, you could not fit through most of the doors here.
Oh
Oh,
no.
oh,
My
buddy.
God. This is like Final Fantasy XIV when you go to a Lalafell and dwarf area. Only the small people can fit and all the tall's like,
Yeah.
oh.
Like, It's still like relatively like dark out, and as you guys exit, you look up at the sign on, well, not really up. You guys can just kind of look at it eye level. um, on the sign, painted in red, it says literally "Misery Business."
Oh,
Antiques and crafts.
The business of misery. Let's take it from the top.
You're maybe that's where Mr. Miz gets his name. If his name is
Mr.
actually Misery. Yeah, Mr. Misery. So you all start walking.
And we were told to go left. That's
That
that's
is
not
right.
left.
That
This
is
is
right.
left.
This is left.
yeah.
Right, I'm dumb.
Have they given us the wrong directions?
Oh no.
Potentially, you don't know.
Lock up.
We don't know where we're going.
Lock. Come back.
You can go back in.
He doesn't like 3 of us.
Yeah, but he likes one of you.
Lyle.
Lyle has
Three
like
is a bigger
sat
number
in
than
this giant chair, and he has his head resting on the desk, and he goes, "What?
Peeks her head in. She's like, "It was left, right?"
Left from the building? Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
Mm-hmm." And he goes back to sleep.
All right.
So-
let's go, I guess.
So you guys,
Mhm.
I'm gonna go to the big map. You
Now,
guys,
whilst we're walking, is there going to be a place to make an offering along
no,
the way?
no,
Piss.
it's fine.
Rip.
No, it's not.
It's fine.
The DM specifically mentioned it. It's Chekhov's gun. It's gonna be terrible.
All right, guys, we're gonna get jumped by pixies this time.
Fuck.
That'd be hilarious. So as you guys are walking and you're going, like, I'm gonna go here to the gate. Everything's really small here. You see a small marketplace. You see a lot of small folk who are getting themselves set up. You see a couple of tabaxi who kind of look up at you as you walk past, and they look all the way up at Muse and Callie and look in confusion, but they don't seem to pay you too much mind. A few, like, friendly gnomes go, "Good morning," as you guys, like, kind of walk down the street.
Callie
Gnome-
waves.
Gnomes are known to be morning people.
Are there any stalls to buy
relate.
food on the way?
Yeah, we
Yes.
haven't even had breakfast.
There
Does
are
it-
a couple of, like, places that you
Because
can buy
I don't think I
food.
have rations, and we didn't really get time to, prepare for
Food.
that.
I
I
definitely got rid of
little-
mine.
I have rations.
There's a
How many do you have?
9.
There is a small, like, couple of marketplaces that are just opening up. Some of them are selling, like, fruits, and some of them are selling, like, jerkies. They're at the jerky line. There's a couple of gnomes who are already, like, trying to get their week's worth. Gnomes are very carnivorous.
Little known fact.
Yeah, little known fact. There's a little stall that's being set up by a tabaxi who seems to be selling pretzels, and like soft pretzels,
Oh.
and it smells pretty good.
Oh.
So yeah, there's places for you to, like, buy stuff from.
How much is it for rations?
For rations, I'd say, like, maybe a couple copper, just give or take. It's not that expensive
I could
to
actually probably
buy
look that up.
food. You don't have to look it up. I'm telling you, just it's not that much.
Okay.
I'm not gonna make you spend a gold on freaking like food and necessities.
I'm looking it up
Okay.
anyway.
Tell me how much. I want to know for science.
I would say for like a couple days worth, I would say 10 copper.
Rations. 1 day. 5 silver.
Okay then, fine. 1 day, 5 silver. Moo has created inflation.
That seems way too high.
No, it's 5 silver now.
Okay.
Give me your money. So you guys buy stuff?
I am going to buy. Hang on. So how is everyone on the rations front?
I have 0.
I have 9, I think. I'm pretty sure it's 9.
I'll buy 4 rations and then I'm down to 30 silver.
I have 1.
I'm gonna buy 3 rations.
Okay.
I'm gonna buy whatever food looks the most interesting.
I mean, you've seen meats, you've seen, like, fruits before. The only thing that catches your interest is the pretzel.
I will go buy one of those.
Birds can't have bread.
I'm not full bird, I'm half bird.
Sindri's like, I will die for this pretzel.
I
Well-
mean, it's a lot of salt. It's probably not good for you.
The little, tabaxi, she's like a little black and white tuxedo cat. She kind of looks up at you and she greets you and she hands you a pretzel and she takes your money. And there's like a little, it's like a little, paper cup of like little dipping sauce.
Oh.
Like, and she wishes you well and she wishes you on your way.
Wait, how much is it?
It is 1 silver.
I will get 4.
Cool. Give me your money. She looks very happy with herself as she puts the money away.
Aww.
And she excitedly holds up the coins to an elderly tabaxi who, like, gives her a little thumbs up.
Aw.
Aw.
I'm giving her 1 extra.
As a tip.
Because she seems nice. And Sindri doesn't understand how money works.
Yeah. Tip your
We have
servers.
established this.
That's gonna be really fun when we start buying expensive things and Sindri doesn't haggle at all.
Yeah, that seems a fair price. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, sure.
600
Sindri,
gold? Pog.
Sindri
And
brings
you will
them
start
back for
kinda
all
like,
of you.
and you will make your way towards the gate,
Wait,
which
what?
is like, what?
Mary, what did you say?
They bring back pretzels for all of you.
Oh.
Muse is halfway through one of the 4 rations he just bought, just shoving it in his face and stops and stares. Oh.
Oh, more snacks.
Would you like
Sindri,
one?
as you... Oh, sorry, you go.
Would you like one?
Muse shoves
As-
the rest of the ration in his mouth and nods as he's holding out his hands for the pretzel.
They give you one.
Like a toddler.
I guess when Sindri hands Alarith the pretzel, you'll see that she does actually hesitate for a moment. And then she'll just very quietly take it and mumble a quiet thank you.
Not a morning person either, I understand.
Sure.
They don't say that, that's me.
Oh, okay.
But it's not that at all, Sindri.
It is definitely not that at all, my
Once
bud.
again, Sindri is incredibly naive. And they'll bring one over to Callie as well.
Ellie will accept gratefully.
Yeah.
And give them a...
Okay. So, you guys start making your way to the wall of the city, the outer wall, which is like big, gray stone. You could see, craning your heads up, you can see that there's like guards, like town guards, kind of walking along the wall, the top of the wall. And where you're getting to is the gate, which is like it's a metal portcullis, like that kind of barred gate that you see in like Lord of the Rings and other movies.
Mm.
And standing at the entrance to the gate, dressed in kind of a warmish jacket and like casually with his hair kind of set in a low pony is Regis, who is going through his bag. And he kind of gently looks up at you and goes, "Oh, good. Thought I was going to be late and you went without me."
Lareth will actually, like, she'll do a very half-hearted laugh. No, no, that wouldn't have happened. And if Regis is looking at her, I'm assuming he can see that they've been a bit, whilst they've been healed, they're probably a bit still frazzled from last night.
Oh, yeah, he's definitely aware of the vibes.
The rancid vibes.
And that they are rancid.
So he's mostly focusing on Alarith. It's like, yeah, I thought I had an early start, but apparently my sister needed me to use a spell on her, so a little late.
Well, good.
Apparently the neighbor's kid decided it would be really funny to put something sticky in her hair. What a brat. I have to take care of it.
Alarith just kind of touches the top of her head because she's never had to worry about hair before. Like, thinking about, like, that would be annoying, wouldn't it?
Yeah, I mean, and you know how elves are with their hair. They hate cutting it.
Yeah. Wait, do they?
Oh, absolutely. An elf never cuts their hair. It's like an extension of their soul. At least that's what they believe. You'll never see an elf with short hair. Though, Alarith, you know Kiefer, who is absolutely an elf, has short hair.
Yeah, that's why she's confused. She's just like the meme with the chick with all the mathematics. That's just her face right now, just like,
I am Confucian.
Yeah, it's like promotes like longevity and fortune and luck and all this other things. So, you know, they can't cut it. It's an extension of themselves, you know?
like, is this Kiefer calling out for help or something? She's like genuinely she's not saying anything, but she can see she's kind of starting to panic.
It's a midlife crisis he's going through.
Yeah, Alarith,
does he need help?
Alarith, ever since you've known Kiefer, like you arrived here like a year and a half ago, he's always had short hair. It's been getting progressively longer since you've known him, but it's always been short.
Oh no.
The implications of this.
Well, we don't have time to unpack all that.
Alright, are you all ready to go?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
And let me make sure I remember your names again. He kind of points at you, and you're like, "You're Callie. You're a cleric, I believe."
Yes.
Cool. Not for Ion, I am assuming.
No, Hetia.
Oh. And his eyes kind of light up when you say that. And you used her magic in Ion's temple? I love your grind.
Thank you.
She's a good goddess. We respect her. At least my family does. And you... He kind of points at you, Muse. You're... No, you're not Sindri. You're Music? Is your name Music?
Muse. Close enough.
Muse. Okay. Sorry. Tiefling names. And you have to be Sindri.
Yes.
He points at you. Okay. Alright, I'll try to keep that in mind. Alright, let's get going. He kind of like... You see him like pull on a rope that's in front of the gate, and there's a small like tingling of a bell. You can be heard like above you. And in the wall, there's like a wooden board, and it slides out, and this like town guard pokes their head out, and he goes, And where the fuck you think you're going? Good morning, sir. We're going out into the woods today, if that would be okay with you. In the early morning? Are you fucking insane? Yes, sir. We're quite mad. Now, can you open the door? And the guard kind of like looks at him, and Ree just kind of goes, and he gently reaches into his pocket and holds up a gold coin and goes, "Can we go?" And he like waves it back and forth with a huge smile on his face, and the guard just goes, "Put it in the slot and he'll go." And Ree just does as he's told, and the portcullis slowly, very surely raises, and you all exit out of the city. And the minute that you are free of the walls, Regis kind of just like turns around and just like scowls and goes, "I hate the guards," and tosses his hair over his shoulder.
We just went through a toll booth.
They don't really like people going in and out of the city, and I've been told that since our lovely attack last night, well, the night before, time is a soup. Just not
That is a
having a lot
weird
of,
soup.
they're not really having people coming in or out, which, you know, is great because we're a port city. That's a great business strategy.
Yeah, that doesn't seem very right.
Yeah, the last ship I saw that came through here was, gosh, it was that pirate guy. And he left a few days ago. Well, yeah. Thankfully, before all this went down.
A pirate guy?
Well, I mean, not to be rude, he kind of looked like a pirate. You know, like those cartoon pirates you see, like the eye patch and the big cat, that kind of thing.
We didn't have a lot of cartoon pirates where I'm from.
Yeah. He kind of like realizes that this is an awkward conversation, and he like starts leading you into the woods.
What's a pirate?
They're like a sailor, but they can be more bad, I guess?
Oh.
Like, you know, like, they steal stuff and then sell it. We kind of have to deal with that in Revmore.
Oh.
Yeah. Unfortunately, being a coastal city means that you have to deal with that from time to time. We have a few deals with some pirates, but some are, you know, absolutely not allowed. Like the Silence and, God, what is that man's name? I don't know. It's like a Captain Glitter or something like that. I don't know.
Okay, now you're just getting blatant with it. It was subtle before.
I'm like, man, I really want to ask about this Captain Glitter.
There's this like tiefling that sailing the seas and stuff. I don't know. I don't really pay too much attention, but my father is part of the ports here, so I have to know.
Oh.
I see.
Hmm.
I didn't realize there was such a pirate problem.
Not. It's better than it was a few years ago. I mean, I forget that you haven't been here that long. I mean, I'm sure Catherine could tell you all about how bad it used to be.
Oh.
I mean, she's been here her whole life, so.
I thought, right.
No, she's not. No.
Well,
You guys all enter the woods, and let me get my map. Where is it? You guys go down here. Now, praise me, I worked very hard on this.
ooh, this looks so cool.
It's so pretty.
It looks so cool.
So the forest itself is still rather bathed in darkness. The sky is slowly turning to shades of gray and indigo as the sun is slowly, like, starting to rise. You can still hear the chirp of insects and the sounds of night birds shuffling back in their nests. Overhead, you see an owl kind of like poof past you and go into a hole in a tree. Regis has been leading you through a small deer trail through the woods, stopping occasionally to check his bearings, but he seems to be pretty comfortable in the woods, and he did say he goes hiking here sometimes, so... but... he's been leading you pretty well on a steady trot, though he pauses occasionally to let Alarith catch up.
Any legs go brrr.
She just becomes Woody Woodpecker.
Ellie will offer a piggyback ride for either Sindri or Alarith.
Oh,
Oh,
no,
Sindri's fine.
no, thank you. As much as the small thing isn't great, I like being on the ground. I like being able to see on the ground. You know how much you can see when you're only 2 feet tall?
A lot, Regis says. After a moment, he finally stops, and he kind of looks through the trees, and he kind of squints. Do you guys see that? And I want all of you to make a perception check.
Do you guys see that? I bet I'm not going to. Okay, I might actually.
You're on the ground. You see everything.
Oh,
Oh,
Jesus, bird vision.
holy shit! I mean, that makes
Sindri
sense,
bird eyes
bird.
go brrr.
Sindri,
Can't
what do
see
you
shit.
guys see?
Okay. Muse, you're too busy, like, looking over your shoulder and looking at the shadows very nervously to, like, really, like, pay attention.
Yeah, that tracks.
Callie, you see, looks to be smoke over the tree line. Like, there's puffs of smoke.
Still focusing on that owl.
Mm-hmm. Alarith and Sindri, you see light coming through the woods. Like, flickering orange light, like a fire. And it looks like there's a camp up ahead. Like, through the woods. It's still a walk from here, but still.
I'm getting bad vibes because the last time we were camping, it was a bad time. We went to a campsite.
Oh god.
And Regis goes, "Oh, that must be where the church group is set up."
Oh.
Uh,
So I'm gonna assume you don't want to go that way?
Church group?
They sent some people into the woods to help look for pixies. I guess we should let them know we're trying to help. She says through gritted teeth.
Okay, it's your call.
My call. He runs his hand through his hair, and from under his collar, Alarith, you see his familiar, pretty orange and copper-colored snake kind of poke her head out and flicker at her tongue and kind of tuck herself back under his collar. Okay, let's go.
Do you not want to?
But, I mean, I'm not really a fan of the church, but at the same time, they're like the major power in the city, so... Aside from Revmir's church, but I think if we go through ionism and... Okay, if we go through this church, then we'll be able to get the healing potions distributed more fairly than any of the other churches, is what I'm trying to say.
Oh,
As
then
much as I
let's
hate
do
that.
it.
Yeah, let's do it.
Just picking all kinds of enemies. Jesus Christ.
As you guys start walking this way, you come to a small clearing of the trees. The forest here is much greener than the other parts of the woods. It's a little more lively. You know, even at the end of the season, it's still very green, very lush. And as you're walking through the woods, there's a very sudden noise that comes from this direction. There is a crash, there's a ripping sound, there's just this sound of clanging, of thumping, there's the sound of rope swinging, and two distinct voices in the distance, and you all see the very odd sight of, let me da 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 da
Oh my god.
Oh,
Zooming in as close as possible.
Okay, so I'm gonna see Robin, my dear Robin. If you could please describe your character.
it's time.
It is time. You got this, bud. I believe in you.
Good question. Where's my reference?
That's a mood.
The group in itself is still a good ways away, right?
Yeah, but they can clearly see you doing your thing.
Well,
I can do it for you.
yeah, please.
Okay, so you guys see a very lanky-looking elven man, upside down. The contents of his pack have spilled onto the ground. He is hanging by his ankles by a rope that's been looped over a high branch and is tied to a trigger. Yeah, that's what you get from stepping on crunchy leaves, my bud.
Aww.
He's dressed in mostly grays and browns, except for a very pretty red scarf that's around his neck. Black hair, palish skin, reddish eyes. And he's kind of swinging back and forth like a metronome. Clearly, this just happened to him. And that is Keith. And your companion Keith is trying to help. So, Beans, if you could please describe your character.
Well, under Keith at the base of, well, unlike the forest floor, you see a small rabbit folk with tan fur. They have, sort of a white long shirt and a red vest over it, and they're just kind of muttering like, I got this. Just give me a second. I got it. Trying to untie free Keith from the trap.
Yeah, you're Clover, you're working so hard to undo this knot. I mean, yes, Keith is hanging upside down and the blood is rushing to his head, but rope is expensive, and you've been taught to reduce, reuse, and recycle, so...
And maybe all the blood will keep him from falling into another trap.
Yeah.
That's just rude.
As for... Oh, Vod, Clover is she, they, and Keith is he, they. Is that right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So, yeah, you guys see that. You see a very frantic-looking rabbit folk, or an elephant, as they're called, frantically trying to untie a knot to free their little companion. And Regis just goes, "What the hell is that?"
I think that's people.
I know
I
it's
guess they're
people.
Alarith will sort of call out to them, "Are you okay?"
Oh, and they kind of turn around. You see they have these big old glasses on their face. Oh, hi. Sorry, I hope we're not getting in your way or anything. You know, kind of a little pickle here.
Do you need help?
Oh, no, don't worry. Just don't mind me. I got it. Give me a
Are you
second.
are you sure? Because the longer you
This
wait,
is fine.
We're all
be
walking over. This clearly isn't working.
We're all like snapping our fingers, walking forward.
are you sure you're okay? Because like I'm looking at you, and
Yeah, we
I
can
mean, I'm
help.
fine. Are you good, buddy?
Debatable. But we'll get there.
You just give me a second. I'll just untie this. It's hard in this darkness, you know?
I want you to know that a second is already over.
Okay, smartass. I can leave you there hanging if you want.
Well, who will carry you then?
Alarith pulls out one of her daggers. Do you need me to? I can try cut it.
Oh, no, I got a couple of my own. They point to like a little brown bag that has fallen along with all the other
Oh,
stuff.
well, why not
Because,
use it?
We travel a lot. I can't really cut this perfectly good rope. It's very well made. I'll get it out.
Keith, you are slowly swinging back and forth.
Can I go over and try help them untie it with my tiny baby hands?
Can you reach
Yes, you
it?
can.
I must say, the longer I'm hanging here, the more comfortable it gets. I might as well pass out.
I guess you're so tall, the blood doesn't reach your head all that often.
You want to say that
Low-key
again?
a burn.
Loki?
That wasn't a Loki burn.
That was very high key.
Hi, Keith.
That was a high-key burn.
Well, Allura, if you approach this rabbit folk, you've never really seen one of them before. You've heard of them. They're kind of taller than you, but they got the same kind of like skinny build as you do.
So between me and Sindri, are they like closer to Sindri size?
Closer to
me?
Alarith.
Okay.
Yeah.
Hell yeah, I'm still taller.
Muse, you look at Keith, kind of dangling back and forth, and he's just vibing at this point. He has that like weird blank expression on his face, like maybe he's gonna pass out, and then he just kind of blinks and he's fine.
I respect it. So Alarith is trying to help, but can Alarith even reach?
Yeah, the knot is on the floor.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
It's like a snare trap.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Do we have to roll anything to try and free Keith, or?
I will let you roll a d20 because I think this is funny.
Do they get advantage because I'm
You
helping?
asked.
Even
They
though
will
this is
get
a random
advantage
D20?
because you're helping. So
Let's
roll
see if
twice.
Let's see if this one hates me too. Let's see.
Let's see.
I think Sindri's actually probably trying to like stabilize Keith, so he's not swinging so much. Having
So
faith in
Beans,
Alarith.
because you have advantage, roll a second time, and it'll be the higher one.
Hey,
Ah.
Cool. Well, Alarith helps you hold the rope steady and like gently pulls and pries, and eventually the rope comes loose, and with it, Keith comes crashing down.
Oh,
Since I
no.
was trying to help stabilize him,
Yeah.
can I kind of like catch him? At least like pull
Muse
his
would
arms?
try and Muse would probably try and help to catch arms under his armpits. No, got you.
Yeah, he definitely falls into you, Muse, and Sindri, you avoid being kicked, but it's fine. He's kind of skinny. He's probably your height, Muse. Well, counting the horns, probably your height.
As he falls down, I start trying to fuss on his clothing and his hair. Like, God, are you okay? Sorry. Yeah, I got you out.
Everything's okay. Everything's okay.
Yep, the blood is going back down.
I might as well be able to live.
Alarith starts having another crisis as she sees another elf with short hair.
Yes, you're all aware that this elven man has, elven person has short hair, short cropped hair.
I turn back to the rest of the group and go, thank you so much. Sorry for having to make you, turn this way. Not really one of the main paths.
That's okay. Are you okay?
Oh yeah, I'm fine. I was in the backpack, but kind of cushioned my fall.
You
So
were in the
neither of them look hurt.
You were in
Clever
the
was in the
backpack?
backpack.
I gesture to, all the stuff that fell down, and among them is, a backpack around the size of Clover.
Oh my
So,
god.
well, yeah, you see, his legs are just so much longer. Sometimes I travel in there.
That's true. His legs are longer.
Muse glances to Alarith and just doesn't say anything but look back.
You're not putting baby in a backpack.
We're not putting either of them in a backpack.
We could get one of those chest harness ones so you can sit up.
No, being close to the ground means I can see the cool things on the ground.
Callie offered already.
I go
Yeah, but you didn't offer a
travel
backpack.
long distances. It's just more practical.
Yeah.
On the ground, you guys see the contents of two travelers, I guess. There's rations, there's bedrolls, there's bits and baubles of things, and mail. There's packages, letters, stamped, sealed, tied up with twine, kind of scattered everywhere when the bag turned upside down.
Oh God! And Clover starts gathering all the stuff on the ground. They just realized that everything fell out, including all their stuff.
Sindri helps you.
Here, and here I thought you would have noticed that the moment you fell out of the bag yourself.
Well, I'm sorry. My friend was hanging by his ankles upside down.
I guess you couldn't have left me hanging there.
Didn't want to leave you hanging.
Hanging around, just as friends do.
I think you're much better upright.
I think so too. You should stay that way.
Yeah.
How did you get turned upside down?
Well, he vaguely points at the direction where he stepped on and triggered the trap. I stepped there, and then I was upside down.
Riveting story.
Makes
I
sense to
know.
me.
There shouldn't be traps here, Regis says. It's not
I was
hunting
going-
season.
I was going to ask about that. Why?
Oh, don't tell
Sure,
me.
built for elves.
Don't tell me they're trying to catch pixies with snare traps. I hate the church.
Oh, so they're doing it in the least ethical way possible. Oh.
That's mean.
Well, I'm certainly not that, so.
VOD, not VOD, use, but also VOD.
Same diff.
Yeah, you're looking down and you're looking at all the stuff that's on the ground. A lot of mail that's being gathered up quickly, and you see there's a purple-looking cloak. You see the broken handle of some sort of weapon. You're not sure what it is, but you think you recognize the thing on the bottom, which looks to be some sort of like engraving. Though it's just on the tip of your tongue. You can't. It's familiar, but it's not familiar. But not too familiar. But not too not familiar.
But not
Is it-
too nothing.
Is it still on the ground?
Still on the ground, yeah. They're picking things up as they go.
He's gonna crouch down and just kind of, I guess, gently just like place a hand on it and just stare at it for a minute.
Keith, he's picking up your thing.
I'm not picking it up. I'm just fucking put my hand on it. It's different.
Oh god,
He's
I was
touching your
ready for
things.
I was ready for Keith to just go precious.
He looks over to Muse, squints for a moment before smiling, and are you helping picking the things up? If so, then please hand it over.
He's just laser focused on it. He's not paying attention at all. He's just staring at it.
Yeah, it seems to be engraved, sunken in, kind of like maybe it's a stamp. Is it a stamp? I feel like, or a brand? No, it can't be a brand. It wouldn't look like that. You're not sure. You'd have to like see it in action, but it's definitely broken, except for the
He
pommel end.
uses his hand to wave in front of Muse's face. You there?
He jerks
Sir?
back, blinking. He jerks back,
Oh.
kind of tilting his head up, blinking. What? Huh? What?
You good?
What is
there?
this? Where'd you get this?
He raises his hands as if he got caught stealing or something. Oh, I don't know. Why should I tell you?
You don't have to.
No, you don't. Muse, what are you doing? And that
He's
she
just
asked
gonna-
that quite pointedly at you.
He just kind of looks back down at it. It's familiar.
Too familiar.
Oh,
He's going to immediately stand up and just take a couple steps away.
Is he still holding it?
Nope.
no,
he's-
he never
Okay,
held it. He only touched it. He never held it.
You're
So.
stealing it?
Yoink!
He takes off into the woods.
Yep, bye.
Bye.
Weird.
He shakes.
He
He
gives his head a
shakes his
shake.
head.
Sorry. And then just kind of wanders a little bit off.
Did
Okay.
I scare him off? That's not good.
No, I think he's fine.
Sindri,
Yeah,
I've seen him do
well-
this like 3 times now. It's
Yeah.
fine.
This is normal.
If you say so.
Robin, I'm actually gonna have you roll a d20 now. It's your turn.
Oh, first roll?
It's a simple
Wait,
d20.
Wait, it was slash roll, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
slash roll.
My enter key doesn't want to work. Fuck.
Oh.
Rude.
There we go.
Ooh, good. So, Now, Keith, you've been traveling for a while, so, I mean, like, you don't see a lot of tieflings, but something about that tiefling feels kind of gets that itch going in the back of your head. Maybe it's the stripes under his eyes. You're not sure. Something's weird.
Heavy
Maybe you've seen him
squinting.
before. I don't know.
Heavy squinting before shrugging.
Clover finishes like grabbing all the letters that were on the ground, and they're like counting them, making sure that they're all there, and they put them in a little bag. They have themselves on their shoulder, and if you squint, you can see a little badge on the chest of their vest. The male badge.
Aww.
Yep, everything seems to be okay. Nothing looks damaged, although when you do pick up a package, it does kind of jingle a little.
Okay.
But I mean, you're looking at the address, and that's not for a while now. You'll be fine. You could probably fix it before you get there, right? Yeah? Mail fraud?
I shouldn't have made the joke. Shit. I didn't think it would come true that fast.
But, yeah. Before you stands just two weird-looking strangers. And they've been coming from a while. And, actually, Callie, I'm gonna actually have you specifically roll a history check, because I think you'd know this.
Oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I want you all to know that Keith is staring at Muse, just pacing around.
Yeah, Muse is just pacing back and forth, his tail's like whipping back and forth.
He's distracting. It's fine.
He's a cow.
Oh, I should probably take this off, Keith.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh,
he's netted
Keith, you're
permanently.
free! You're free!
Ooh, that's a good roll.
Ooh, okay. Callie, so, Callie, you're from... You've wandered a lot because of your heritage, but when you lived in the neighboring country of Faura for a while, you met a lot of rabbit folk. And they're native to that area. It's very not normal to see one in Yone. But what you do know is that they're very they're not super out there. They keep to themselves. They have their own little language. So seeing one traveling around speaking common, just this is a rabbit who decided that they were more than just living in Bunnytown.
Fair enough.
But yeah, you've definitely seen folk like Clover before.
Okay.
Though for Alarith and Sindri and maybe Muse, we'd have to roll for that. You've never seen a rabbit folk before.
I didn't even know that was possible.
Me neither.
It is.
The more you
Okay,
know.
I'll
The
roll.
more
I
you
will
know.
roll. I want to suffer. Let me roll. What am I rolling?
Yeah, go.
Years of
History
suffering.
check.
Yeah,
For
give yourself a
Muse.
headache first thing in the morning.
Yo, headache time!
Church can't save you now, sweetheart.
There is no church where we're
Muse.
going.
Oh.
Muse.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, of course. The rabbit folk. When you were going through Falra, you saw those. It was a nice village, yeah. You remember Saywin was making a joke about them. Wait, who's Saywin?
Oh.
That's all you get.
That's what you get for trying to be inquisitive, Muse.
Yeah, nerd.
Nerd.
Well, I'm Sindri. What are you guys doing in the woods? I think that's male, right?
Oh yeah. Sorry for not introducing yourself. My name's Clover Petalfoot. I'm with the mail. We have a delivery for and I start rummaging through my bag, take up a little piece of paper. As their Cleander of the Black Knight Guild, we've come quite a lot way. We're going to ref more.
We just came from there.
Oh,
Wait, who did you say the letter was for?
as
They
their
said
Cleander.
a Sir Cleander,
Okay.
and I'm going to write that down for you for your note takers out there. Sir Cleander. Not Sir, Sir.
The Dragon Age, sir.
Well, a Sir
Leviosa,
means...
not Leviosa.
No, a Sir, S-I-R, is just like, like a yes sir, no sir kind of thing. A Sir, S-E-R, is the title given to a knight.
Ah, I actually didn't know that.
Learning something new every day.
That's what Lorca does to you.
And creepy timing with music.
Yes,
He,
mostly that.
I see nothing wrong with that.
a Sir Cleander of the Black Knights Guild. Now, Alarith, you know the Black Knights Guild is where Dash and you met Demaya and Maeve are from, who live close by.
So I know they're not like far from here.
Far from here, no.
Well,
It would take Clover and Keith like a couple more hours walking to get there, but yeah,
But that's not
not that far.
Well, you're I guess on the right track. They're a couple hours from here.
Oh well, at least if we're gonna have this mishap, at least we're close. I guess my offering wasn't really all that good if we ended up in this place.
Alarith kind of sweats at the mention of the offering.
You gave an offering to Adon? Regis asks.
Oh yeah, of course. We do that before every trip.
Of course. You can't wait for him to mess with you.
I mean, it doesn't seem to work all the time even. But at least it was a small thing.
I
Well-
mean, he works in mysterious ways.
Yeah, I mean, you got caught in a trap, but it led us to you, and I think you're cool.
Ah, thank you. I think you guys are pretty cool too. Thanks for the help again.
Of course.
Keith is like, I don't really think the tiefling is cool. Keith, you put the broken part of your weapon into your purple cloak and just kind of roll it up, put it back in your bag. That's Clover's pillow. In the backpack. Muse, are you done pacing or are you just like having the time?
Well,
Where's your headspace at, my friend?
yeah, I'm thinking he's probably when he remembered the name Saywen, he probably would have stopped and just staring at the ground. Tail still flicking back and forth though.
Saywen. Who is Saywen? You don't know.
And that's the distressing part.
Well, I guess we'd best keep going then.
Oh, where
Yeah.
are you guys set up to?
Well, there's a camp up ahead we're going to check out. We're actually looking for pixies in a more humane way.
Oh,
Oh,
and they kind of look at Keith. I don't know if we have time for a detour, but I would like to help if I can. You know, since you helped get him down without cracking his head open.
We could do that, yes.
The more the merrier.
That'd be very kind of you.
I mean, those are your mails to deliver. I'm simply, well, you could call me your horse.
Don't say that. But well, I mean, if we help you out, then you can guide me to the third theater faster. That would also save us some time. It's a win-win.
I believe I do know that there is a Sir Cleander who lives around here. The
Perfect.
Black Knights Guild, I do know. I at least know one of its members.
Mm-hmm.
You know a few.
You know a few?
We met a couple of days ago with Dash. We met Maeve, and then
The big Goliath guy?
yeah, and then we met. Was it Demaya Callie?
Yes.
Yeah,
Callie
Demaya.
blushes.
Aww.
Hell yes.
Cool. Muse. Are you done pacing, or you keep pacing?
No, he's done pacing. He's just kind of cross staring at the ground.
You
Just, like,
feel
closer.
something whoosh past you. Something just moves
He's-
past you.
He's gonna freaking draw his rapier, or summon his rapier, and spin around,
Been around?
or
Which
wherever.
direction?
I guess where it rushed past me.
It was behind you.
Yeah, he'll spin around to look.
Sindri has
Okay.
been approaching, but immediately backs off at that.
Alright, okay. And Keith is looking, Sindri is looking. Callie, are you looking?
Guess so.
No,
Okay,
don't look at the
and-
freak. Stop it.
So, on Muse's back, you see there's a leaf stuck to him, and there's little golden script written on the leaf. I need Keith, I need Sindri, and I need Callie to make a wisdom saving throw.
Oh shit.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Wait,
Uh-huh.
I fucked everyone. Oh no.
So wisdom saving throw is
Just
It's
your
the smaller box.
yeah.
Like,
I
where the
didn't
save
understand
is.
who had to roll.
it's just it's just a D20.
No,
and-
not what, but who.
So Keith, you're rolling it,
Okay.
Callie's rolling it, and Sindri's rolling it.
Do we add anything to it, or is it just
You
a
need
D20?
Just
Wisdom
a save
saving
throw.
modifier.
So your wisdom modifier, and if you're proficient in wisdom saves, you add your proficiency, which I think for clerics you should be.
Oh, wow, Sindri, jeez.
I know. This is making up for
No.
last session where all my rolls
Oh my
were
god!
shit.
For
Woo!
God, Callie.
Aw.
It could have gone better.
There's balance in this world.
So, well,
They always
Okay.
say clerics need a high wisdom.
okay, so, all three of you, you see that there's scribbling on the back, but Keith, you're the only one who's able to read it. It's written in Fey script, and it says, simply, kick me. And you have the very sudden urge to kick Muse
Oh no.
while his back is turned to you.
Amazing.
And
Does he?
because you rolled a 6, you step forward and you kick him. Please roll to attack.
Oh wait.
I love this.
I should.
I love that it's the new people.
Jordan goes like,
Roll a
"Whoa,
natural
whoa,
20.
whoa."
Natural
Wait.
20. Do it.
Wait,
Nat
how
20.
are checks rolled again? I don't remember how attacks are rolled. I'm so
So
sorry.
you would be. This is an unarmed strike, and I'm assuming you're not proficient in that, so it's just a strength check since you're trying to kick him.
Yeah, so
Add your
D20.
strength mod.
Mhm.
If there is one.
you should be okay, because, well, I would know if he is okay or not, but
Well, I mean, it would have to beat my AC, right?
yeah.
Nat 20. Nat 20.
Nat 20. Nat 20. Oh,
No.
Damn it.
No, doesn't
Um,
hit.
This
Well,
should be
Muse, You're just standing there and you feel something swoosh between your legs, but it misses.
Got that.
You're gonna dash forward to grab Keith by the back.
Fucking whips
They're
back
like, "Whoa, whoa,
around.
whoa."
And then a swing, and then a miss.
And then I fired, and then I missed, and then I fired, and then I missed. I missed both times.
He's just looking
Muse-
at Keith like, just what the fuck?
Yeah, what the fuck?
Sindri, I need you to make another wisdom saving throw.
Oh, fuck. I was going to
Because
get
you're
the
behind
leaf off him.
Nope, you're behind him. You need to make a wisdom save.
Well, that's my intention,
no.
is to get the leaf off him, but, okay.
I know, but you need to make a wisdom.
Fuck!
Sindri, you kick Muse.
Roll
what?
to kick.
Fuck, what is my unarmed strike?
Plus your strength.
Oh, that's good. That's not that high. Oh,
Do
never
it.
mind. Never mind.
Kill him.
Kill him. It's the only way. Him.
Please.
Nope, miss.
Yay.
Tiny
You-
bird foot.
You feel Sindri's tiny bird foot just whiff past you.
Oh, I'm so happy I didn't roll with my talons.
What is happening? Why are you trying to
Uh,
kick me?
Keith,
Stop!
Clover, Callie,
Can I tell?
Gareth,
No.
wisdom
You have
saving
a sign
throw.
on your back that says "Kick me."
You don't know that.
Okay.
No,
Yeah.
that-
Whilst I'm making
Make
this
Keith
wisdom
out there.
save Larka, because I'll make
Yes.
it, but like I'm going to assume since I've read the book last night, I'm like, hey, wait a second.
Yeah, pixies like to pull pranks.
Do we roll to kick him then?
You
Good,
well,
it'll
you
hit.
have to roll. You have to roll a wisdom saving throw, and then we'll see
We
if
all
you
have to
trigger him
roll
or not.
wisdom saving throws.
Yep, because
Yeah,
his
because
back
we
is
can.
turned to you.
All but me.
Okay, so when everyone's done,
Oh, thank goodness, Keith.
I
Keith, you
just
see the sign that says "kick me" on it, and you're very tempted, but you say no, not today.
nope. I thought we
Clover,
just
you go up and try to kick him.
Oh gosh, oh gosh.
I just go and stand here.
Keith is going to sit and watch.
For the kick is 1d20 and my strength modifier?
Yes,
yeah,
Perfect. I have -1.
I would say it's a sneak attack, but no, I'm not going to be that mean.
No, it's
and
a
did
miss.
Regis roll, or is he still not looking?
Regis is just kind of like looking at the light in the distance. He hasn't really been paying attention.
What Alarith's going to do
Oh,
then
this
is she's going to
shenanigans.
cover her eyes, sort of feel her way over to Muse, and climb onto his back and pull that leaf off.
What? Wait, what is going on? What is
And
happening?
like just hold it in her hand so no one can see the stupid writing on it anymore.
And while she's doing that, Sindri will say, "The leaf says kick me." So I did.
What leaf? Where?
And
It's
Alarith
okay.
doesn't show the leaf. But she looks frustrated and she's like, they like to pull pranks. They think it's funny. I didn't
Thief.
realize kick me signs was such a common thing. We had that at home too.
Oh,
Keith,
of course.
from your little perch over in the woods, you hear two little voices giggling.
I'm just going to go find a bush to just shove this in. Just, You
Never
live there
get
now.
The weapon.
the next person to pass this bush will have to kick the bush.
That's not my problem.
It will be.
Alarith will call out, hello, is anyone there?
Keith
Balance.
looks around.
Although, Sindri, from behind you, you hear a twang
I hear what?
as someone pulls on your bowstring
Oh.
and it snaps
Boing.
against you.
Ow!
Oh,
I guess we'll take that as a yes.
Bowstrings hurt, you know. That was kind of funny. Do it again.
Quickly, you see the bowstring pull back and snap.
Ow! they'll turn this time to like look behind them.
Everyone. No, just kidding.
Oh
I
god.
was gonna say, I was like, no.
Do I get kicked or I don't know, pied in
No,
the
there's
face or
nothing on your
something?
back.
Cool.
There's nothing on your back. You're good.
Maybe we should all be careful with the turning around thing.
Oh. That makes sense.
Yeah, pixies
you're-
tend to
you're-
be a bit of a.
You're fine for
Yeah.
now, Sindri, but just everyone be careful. And Muse, put the rapier away.
Oh, and then he dismisses it.
Yeah, Clover, Keith, you saw this tiefling summon a weapon out of thin air, and then it sunk back into his skin.
Abby squinting intensifies.
Clover just kind of blinked at him, like they've seen weirder things, but they're like wary now.
I mean, you've seen weirder things with just Keith alone.
Oh, that's just rude.
I mean, he was upside down not 5 minutes ago, so.
I wouldn't call that weirder.
Nothing went into him.
I call
Well,
it freestyle acrobatics.
well, there's definitely pixies in this woods.
Pixies! Hello?
Let's hurry up then before they get any ideas.
I mean, there already are.
More ideas.
I've just realized Sindri is like Shane. Scratch me, kill me.
Oh my god, yes!
He's just running in. Just, what's happening? What's going on? Stop!
Oh my goose.
Well,
What's up, demons?
the
It's
fact
me,
that-
ya bird.
he kind of puts his hands on his hips. Well, the fact that they're here is a good sign. We should probably. I don't know how to make pixies appear.
You
Yeah,
know,
actually, how does one collect pixie dust?
I think you just
I think you
asked.
have to. Well,
That's
I mean, you can
nicely.
catch a pixie, or you have to.
Would
Make a
Callie have any
trade.
knowledge of how to get pixies to reveal themselves?
From the
Well,
from the studying that Callie and Alarith did.
From the studying that the two of you did, you know that they go invisible because they're shy about people, and they test a person's spirit with their little pranks. And if you react well to the pranks, they'll probably appear. And if you don't react well, they won't appear because they'll be scared of you.
Did we have to kick him then?
Do we know what reacting well means for a pixie?
Just having a good
You have no
spirit.
idea. It just said if you react well.
That's helpful. Thanks.
Mm-hmm.
That wasn't
I
at you,
spun
Larka.
enough-
That was it.
Does Callie sort of relay that info to everyone?
Yeah, Kelly would.
Keith, where are you going? Don't leave me behind.
Oh,
I guess
I'm
we just have to
not.
figure out what react well means. Maybe I shouldn't have put the leaf back in the bush. I don't think I can go find that now.
I mean, it should be somewhere in the bush at your height. Unless you
But I-
suddenly climb the bush.
But then I would have to close my eyes and try and find which leaf it is without seeing it.
That's true.
Yeah.
You guys wanted to check out that camp, right? We can just head in that direction, see if they get any more ideas, and we can react well at then, I guess.
Yeah, we
know.
should probably make sure that they know that we're out here, so we're not stealing pixie dust from them.
But if they're setting up traps for them, if we go talk to them, maybe they won't come talk to us if they're aware.
Well, if anything, I'd like to know who set up the trap just so I can complain about it to them. Like, they harmed my guy.
Keith just
My
picks
beautiful
up
guy.
Clover. Keith picks up Clover and just lifts her in the air. It's fine.
Hey.
Everything is okay.
Listen, they can't
Lion King style.
run around in the woods. Imagine if someone went by alone. You would have just stayed there forever until your head exploded or something.
I doubt that. I mean, okay, fair. They would probably pass out until someone comes and checks the traps, but you know.
You get my point. It's dangerous. And even if they do catch pixies, you said it yourself, it's unethical. So we need to find out who's doing this shit.
Would be the Ionism Church, Regis says. They worship the god of medicine and healing and life and all that jazz.
I don't know. This is not very life of them, but I guess I get it.
Yeah, it isn't very life of them, but then again, they have like a morgue in their basement and whatever. It's not very life of them either.
He slowly lets Clover down again.
Thank you.
Well, Regis, what do we do?
I say we talk to the church and then see what's up, and then if we don't like them, we can come back here and take the pixie dust ourselves. Nicely.
But the pixies are here right now. They want to say hi. They're just playing.
Bang.
What was that, Larka? I missed that word.
Wang.
Oh.
They pull your bowstring again.
Ow!
I just got one there.
Yeah, it is kind of funny. They keep pulling out my bowstring. It kind of hurts, but it's kind of cool.
They pull back very hard, and you can you literally can pinpoint the point at which it's being pulled back on. It's like whatever it is literally in front of you.
Can I try to quick draw my bow so that it doesn't slap me again?
You want to take your bow off?
Yeah.
You can.
Did they twang me before I can get it off?
No, you get it off, and it ricochets, and you hear a very loud bonk.
Oh no! Did that send you flying like an arrow? That's kind of cool. I guess you gotta be a little faster than that. You didn't get me that time. I keep my bow in my hand so that they can't twang me again.
Yeah, I hate to be the bearer of bad news. If the pixie is trying to single you out, that's probably not a good thing.
Why not?
They're tricksy little things.
Well, maybe they are, but they can help us, and they can help a lot of people if they want. So if they want to play some tricks, I mean, it didn't really hurt. They're not causing any harm. They're just having fun. So why don't we let them have fun? Because if we can have some fun and maybe have some laughs, then we can help a lot of people who need it.
That's nice, but don't wander up too far away.
I won't go far. I mean, they're right here. Well, maybe in that bush, but...
Sindri?
Yes?
Make a persuasion roll.
Oh shit, oh no.
Wow, we're letting the one with the not so good charisma do this.
No, thanks.
Muse.
Well, listen. He's having a bad day already.
Imagine being the potential face of the group and never using your charisma.
Oh my god!
Oh! Don't need me.
Holy shit!
Don't need me.
Holy shit!
Whose face? Not my face.
Now, it takes just a second, but on the ground in front of you, you see a very small creature appear. They're small, fuzzy, insect-like, and sorry, gotta move this guy up.
Oh,
They look up at you and go, "You want to have fun?"
I do. I really want to have fun. That sounds great. You're really pretty.
You? And they kind of, their wings are very moth-like. They flutter and flap and rise up from the ground. It's moving pretty fast. And they turn around and they look and they see Clover, and their eyes are black and doll-like, but they sparkle and they go, bunny, 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 bunny.
Clover like waves at them.
Bunny. They kind of settle on your head for a second, kind of tap you with their foot.
That's nice.
Bunny mailman.
Yeah,
You had
I'm
lots of stuff.
I'm on route right now. I would appreciate it if they stayed there.
See what's inside.
Letters, very boring letters.
We can make them less boring.
Oh no, you don't want to do that.
I could write about how maybe we can say that they're throwing a party and then they're invited and then just send them to a swamp. That's pretty funny.
Oh yeah, very very funny.
Clover holds their mail closer to them.
Clover's like, my livelihood.
I already broke one. He's clutching the little bag.
Mm. Dust.
Oh, we're looking for that.
Do you have any?
Just have dust. But it comes with a price.
What's the price?
What would you offer me? And they smile and you realize their teeth are very sharp.
That's cool.
Clover's eyes like widen.
Their forearms kind of come together to like gently tap at their fingers.
What would you like?
And from within the woods, you hear another tiny voice go, "Teeth!" And the pixie goes, "Thistle, enough with the teeth. We're done with the teeth. You have enough teeth."
I thought you said tea for a minute there, and I was like, Callie can provide.
Yeah, me too. That's what I thought it was too.
What about... You're a pretty color. What about your color? Or your eyes?
Feathers. Feathers are nice, aren't they? Colorful feathers.
Your sense of smell? Or taste? You don't need those.
But those make things more
No.
fun. And don't you like fun?
He flies over to Muse.
Muse
Maybe a
kinda just goes,
secret.
"Oh."
Do you have many secrets? I know you do.
I mean, the head's pretty
This
empty
one has
usually.
secrets too. You have many secrets in your little head. You don't know any of them though.
Keep just smiles.
Friendly. You have pretty red eyes. What if they were less red though? I'd take that.
Clover is like
Maybe.
friendly looking between the pixie and Keith.
Maybe. I wonder what I would want. But it's not teeth. That's gross. We have plenty of those. Maybe a dream? Maybe a story? Ooh, what about a moment of honor? A night of good sleep? Your voice? Their smile gets wider.
What are you, Ursula?
Your
We do
time.
have some stories
Or
from the
maybe a
road.
year off your lifespan.
Oh, geez.
These all sound like pretty hefty prices to pay.
That's what happens when you bargain with a fae, huh? And you would have to give something to all of us. Your dying breath,
How
a
does
moment
one
of your
get
honor.
between this?
How
Like,
many
Alaric
of
is like
are
that out
there?
loud. She's like, what the how?
The pleasant sting from a warm bath. The eyes of an eagle. From the distance you hear. The fingers of a thief? No body parts.
But you were just asking for eyes.
The color, not the actual eyes.
No, you asked for eyes before.
Don't question me.
It's called bargaining.
Maybe the key to a castle? I always wanted to be in a castle. The color of your blood, maybe. Something colorful.
You like
Blood
colorful?
is just one color.
From behind you guys, another pixie appears and goes, I just want teeth. No thistle, no feet, no teeth. No teeth at all.
Thistle, come on.
Thistle, my dude, chill with your body parts.
Why do you
You
like
have
teeth
enough.
so much?
I collect them.
What kind of collection do you have?
Teeth.
Well, that was to be expected.
What if I could carve you some?
Teeth?
Yeah.
Teeth from nothing.
I could carve you teeth
I
from
don't want-
stone. Any kind of stone. I have
That's
some.
not what I want. Maybe a lasting scar? The other pixie is like, keeps going on with these morbid shit.
Chloe
Maybe
just
a
kinda
wedding
looks around.
ring? A wedding ring would be nice.
What do you need this stuff for, anyways?
Sure hope none of these kids are married.
You take it as a price. You guys exchange coins, and we get favors.
Well, we can't give you a lot of that because it might make it harder for us to help people, and we're trying to help people. But if there's something we can go get for you now.
Another pixie appears like right next to Regis and goes, maybe the color of this one's eyes. They're very gold. No, thank you. You're booed. Hair. Hair is nice. Ooh, or the most important thing of all. This one comes up right to Alarith and goes, your name.
No names.
No, we didn't actually learn about the names.
Clover does like a
I
stiff
feel like
motion
Callie
of her
would
neck.
know about the names thing. Because that's pretty well known that you don't tell Faye
Marco?
names.
I would say Callie knows that, just from
Okay.
traveling.
Anyway, Clover does like a little chopping motion at their neck, like, no.
I'm not that important. Trust me, you don't need my name.
Oh, but you are important. You will be. See?
Oh.
You have the blood of the dragon in you.
I'm a kobold. We kind of all do.
No, no. You really have it in you. I can see it. It's blue. Pretty blue.
That sounds kind of like invasion of privacy. To talk about someone's blood color.
They were talking about teeth, Keith. Just now.
Oh, I mean, teeth are one thing. Everyone can see teeth, but blood.
At the mention of
That's
that,
all
Alarith is
fine.
just going to sort of back away a little bit, like. "Ooh."
I want you all to know that Keith never stopped smiling.
Aw. Clover just goes like, well, you guys better make an offer. This is getting darker with time.
Well, we can't really offer anything they're asking for. It would kill us or ruin any chances of doing anything later.
The hair seemed kinda harmless.
I mean, dreams
This one
seem
kind of like
harmless too.
flutters up to you, Keith, and he goes, "What about a lasting scar? You have one, don't you? In your head." He kind of looks over at you, Muse, and goes, "You have a lot of them. What a pretty blank canvas you are." And they're all looking at you, and they're all big, wide Cheshire smiles.
What kind of scar?
Oh, it's a scar that doesn't heal very fast.
I've had
But
those.
it's keeping everything from being, you know? It's like
Laka.
covering things up.
From the book that Callie and I read, could I make any kind of check to infer what they mean by this scar?
Of course, you could make an intelligence check.
My intelligence sucks. Could I argue for Arcana?
Kana, sure. I will give you that.
You've successfully argued with the DM this day.
Oh,
Is
still
it really
shit,
an
but it's
argument?
slightly
It was
better.
just like a knife.
A lasting scar. It could be something permanent.
They did say
Like-
it was permanent, so.
Something
Well, no, they
permanent.
said it would last a long time.
Yeah, something like maybe. It could be something from like a sickness or something in the mind. Something like a head injury or memory problems.
Sindri, there's too much leg room with this scar. Don't.
There's too much what?
There's too much variables.
There's too much what?
What does that
They
mean?
can pick what they want and it will be bad.
Oh!
Ree just kind of goes, "I have a secret. I could probably give you something." And immediately all three of them like wheel around to look at him. "You do have secrets. Most people do, but yours must be very juicy if you're offering it so easily." He kind of looks over at you, Alara, and he goes, "Yeah, I think it's good."
His secret is that he likes her.
Oh?
Wait, does he actually say that?
It's not
Sorry.
an actual.
Did I
That's
actually
not a
say that?
secret, though.
No, I don't say that.
Ah! Happening.
Remember, you got two hands.
Ree just kind of holds up a finger. "We could also do something very simple for you. The enemy of my enemy. I think you know what that means. Say we make sure those guys," and he points in the direction of the camp, "get out of your woods. Not violently, of course. And you would give us the pixie dust for free."
But he's so
Hmm. Bargains, bargains, Genasi son. Hmm.
They
I
did
don't
get
like
that.
him. If we get rid of them, and I give you my little secret, then you will give us what we want? Hmm. Maybe. Maybe.
I could give you some feathers too.
Teeth.
Well, I need
Sindri have
those.
teeth?
My teeth.
What was that, Newt?
Does Sindri have teeth?
Yeah. Birds actually have, like,
Birds
Well-
have teeth.
it's a bird
Rooster teeth.
person. It's a bird person.
Person, if you will.
No, I will not.
The biggest one kind of goes, I could be really mean and just say I take a memory from you. I mean, what more do you have to lose? I think your bargain's with me, not him. Go get those stupid jerks out of our woods, and then we'll talk.
Okay.
Okay.
And give me some teeth. No, Thistle.
One day, Cecil, one day.
Thistle
true.
apparently already has teeth.
Shroom, I need them. No, you don't. But my castle's almost finished.
That's creepy.
That's
What are you gonna do with
cool.
Alarith-sized teeth? They're gonna barely do shit.
I can make a gate.
Detail work.
Gate,
Alright, so I
little
guess we
cobalt
start
teeth.
heading for the camp then.
Alarith, take the group and go on ahead. I'll try to bargain with these fine folk. I didn't catch your names. We didn't give them. Well, except Thistle, but that's not their real name. That's my stage name.
Yeah.
It's your drag name.
Drag.
Alarith will very, very reluctantly nod. Alright, let's go.
Regis comes back without
We
teeth.
leave. Should we really leave him?
If I can't tell him not to, he won't listen.
In the year and a half you've known Regis, he's the highest level magic user,
Yeah.
aside from
If
your
it's-
headmistress.
If he makes that call, I am not gonna be one to argue with him.
He can take care of himself.
Wait, the
Before
campsite's
we-
up this way, right?
It's
Yeah,
down
we're-
this way.
God
Oh.
damn it, I'm so bad with directions.
Clover's just kind of hopping around.
Hopping.
Aww.
Before Muse follows, he goes up to Regis and just kind of quietly beside him. If things don't work, I'm fine giving up some of these scars, I suppose.
Oh, I see. Well, let's hope it doesn't come to that.
I was fine giving up one of Callie's years of her life.
I'll be with Hedia soon.
Sooner I can be with my girl.
Speed
Alright.
run to Hedia any percent.
So, you guys all walk on ahead. Keith, due to your class, I'm going to say that you guys have an easier time, even though Regis isn't with you anymore.
Before we
A couple
continue
of-
on, can we take a quick break?
Yeah, of course. Quick break. All right. So, you guys walk for a bit more, following Keith mostly, because, I mean, you kind of basically just pointed him in the right direction, and he was like, all right, direction go, Bert, and he just kept going. You wind up at a creek.
Alarith will stop him going anywhere near that. She's going to try to stop them back here.
Okay. So, before you is a, looks to be a man-made bridge of chopped down trees, and a camp with a bunch of people clad in holy garb, kind of walking around. There's 2 big tents and a carriage with the horses over by the creek. There looks to be a lot of people here. Like, more than is out currently. I would give you a guesstimate of about 20. There's 20 guys here.
The group
Man,
can
what a
hear Clover's
sausage
little
festival.
stomping on the ground. Like, tunk, 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 tunk.
Alarith will sort of wave everyone in and she'll say, well, we need a plan. We can't just go in there. We need to figure out how we're going to get them to leave.
We could convince them that we made a deal with the pixies.
Or point out the fact that their traps harmed Keith here. And I doubt they've gotten any pixies with those.
I think maybe we should just tell them that we've got it handled. Probably don't tell them that they're dum-dums for making mean traps. And that they should go back or we won't be able to help.
Well, they have a good point. You know, we can point out that they surely need more help back at the temple, right? You guys mentioned something like that?
The whole point of them coming here was to help the temple.
Yeah.
I just don't know if we're going to be able to convince them to leave.
Well, I convinced the pixies to come out.
You did.
So
But
if we work
those
together.
are pixies. These are very devout religious people trying to help those in their care.
Yeah.
I'm not talking to them.
People are hard.
Callie, I'm not talking to them.
Callie,
Fuck
why?
those guys.
Callie, why?
Because I don't think they'd respect me.
Why's that?
Because of Hetia, life and death aren't exactly in agreement in their eyes.
Even though it is a delicate balance of life and death,
That as you
they don't tend to look
as Kelly
favorably
said-
on those
as Kelly
who
said,
worship
they
death.
don't talk about Hetia here.
Okay, so maybe they are dum-dums.
They sound like cowards.
I mean, we could always
really
just lie to them
cowardly?
and say that they need, there's an emergency at their temple and they need to go back.
But we're gonna have to go back there eventually.
Yeah, well, it's a little white lie. They definitely need help. Did you see all those people in there?
But they
Again,
knew
they
that.
left. They knew that was bad back there.
Yeah.
They
Well,
left
let's
to
just say
help.
it's worse.
Yeah, it might be.
The thing is, if we were to tell them a lie now, it would come bite our asses later on. This group is very distinctive. We're no bunch of dwarfs, for example. So telling them lies to leave probably ain't going to
Probably
work.
not the best idea. Maybe we can scare them away. I don't know.
Maybe we can
Pretend
just
we're
try
Make
talking.
magic around to pretend there's pixies and scare them.
If you'd like to try
Um,
talking to them, Sindri, I go for it.
Could you do that with magic? Make pixies?
No, I can't. But we could, I don't know, move stuff around.
I feel like they just try to catch them if you brought
Yeah.
out a bunch of pixies.
I don't know if we'll be able to persuade them, but it looks like talking to them's the only real option. Callie, you're gonna wait
Unless we
back
want
here,
to start a
right?
fight.
I'll wait back here. I don't think having me there will help.
Wait, that's not a bad idea. You can keep an ear out for our friend and make sure that he doesn't start screaming. That would be bad.
I haven't heard. Have I
You
heard
see
any
Hilarious
screaming?
kind of start shaking at that notion.
Have I
That
heard
would
any
be bad.
screaming?
No, you haven't heard any screaming. You've heard deer moving around. They kind of avoid you as you're walking past, but you haven't heard Regis.
Well, that can be either good for us or very bad. Let's hope it's good.
It's
Let's go with
probably
good.
good.
You're just giving Aelith more anxiety. Oh, screaming is bad, but silence is also really bad.
Ah.
You know what? Silent death.
Shortly out of character, I nearly would have gone even further, and then I was like, wait, no, I don't want to give him character anxiety.
Let me
He's
rock you
probably
my
dead.
fantasy of not having
No.
anxiety.
No, I simply remembered that they were like, what about the voice? And I was just like, he can't scream if he doesn't have a voice.
Oh,
Oh,
Do you catch my drift?
yeah.
Yep.
Now I do.
Hadn't thought about that. Now I am thinking about that so much.
That's a horror writer for you.
Okay.
Well, anyway, let's go
I-
talk.
can't
Yeah, I
scream
guess
if he doesn't have a
so.
mouth.
What was that, Newt?
Let's go talk.
We're going to ignore what else was said.
Yeah.
We're just going to ignore what just.
Yes, we
So-
are.
Oh, I can't imagine. I'm so happy how small Alarith and Clover are compared to the rest of these guys. Okay. So you guys kind of walk over the bridge. Callie, you hang back. And this guy looks over and he goes, hello? And this guy turns around, and the guy who's tending the horses turns, sees that it's just a bunch of people, and then turns back to his horses.
Hello.
These two men in front of you appear to be dwarves, or dwarven.
Hello. I need to talk to who's in charge here.
Oh,
It's kind of important.
he kind of looks at the carriage and goes, she's not here at the moment. But you hear the thump of like the carriage, and a familiar figure comes out. Where is she? Ah, there you are, my dear. And standing there is the same woman you saw at the church. You don't know how she got here before you, but she's here.
I mean, we did teleport, so.
And also get our
Dimension door.
asses kicked.
And she looks at you and she goes, as far as Sister Venra is not here, I am in charge.
And who might you be?
I'm Sister Emile of the Church of Aeonism.
Nice to meet you. I'm Sindri.
And where is it you're
Alarith.
from?
Alarith will take a moment, but she'll step forward. I'm Alarith Rethox. I'm from the magic school.
Of course.
And I've come to ask you to leave.
Leave
nicely.
where?
Leave the woods. Me and my companions and another member of the magic school, we are working to get the pixie dust, And in order to do that, we need you to leave. You and everyone from the Church of Ionism.
Alarith, please roll a persuasion check.
Oh God.
Oh no. Please.
With... Oh.
Oh.
She looks at you. She goes... Oh, you must be joking.
She's really
And she
not.
steps down. Her armor clanks as she steps down. I'm here doing service for our god. And I will not stop in our mission.
Yeah.
Especially not to the whims of some dragon spawn.
Yeah. Excuse me, if I could intervene here. My name's Clover. I was just wondering if you were the ones that set out those traps out in the woods.
Yes, we were.
Well, a great job they're doing out there. They caught my friend there. And they point back at Keith. You're not gonna catch any pixies with that. They're too smart.
That's smart. We know how to find them.
You clearly
They can
don't.
be in...
You clearly don't. And you can see, like, you guys haven't seen it before, but Alarith is clearly pissed. Like, absolutely fuming at her.
Kirby's fucking pissed.
I'm supposed to take the word of a couple of stragglers to abandon my mission and return to my bishop with nothing. So
We
you
will
can take
hear
all
it.
the credit.
We will bring you what you need. We do not care about the credit. We're trying to do the right thing. You're trying to do the right thing, so let us help you do the right thing.
We've already found the pixies.
You'll see
you?
Alarith turn and glare daggers at you for saying that, Sindri.
Have you now? And so have we.
And
We
how's
found
that
a few,
going
in
for
fact.
you?
Oh, quite well. She kind of holds up a little bottle, and there is, like, shimmering dust inside of it. It's going quite well.
So then what are you still doing here?
We need to get as much as possible. Do you simply think that just a pinch of this will fix everything?
Well, if you brought it back, you could get a head start.
Much more to do.
What else do you have to do?
I think that's my business, Bird.
Larka, can I see... Is the pixie locked in there?
Make a perception check.
Oh.
Or is it in the carriage?
It is just dust in there.
Could I listen? Could I try and make a listen check, like a perception and listen check, to see if I can hear anything in the carriage?
Sure.
It's not going to
Can
go
we
well.
hear any of what this bitch is saying?
A little, yeah.
Damn it!
Oh,
You don't hear shit.
Great.
Okay. Alarith is going to step forward.
Her hand
Does that-
kind of moves to her sword.
You claim to worship the god of life, yes?
Above all else, yes.
Then why don't you respect the life of the forest as well?
Ooh, get her.
get a raise.
Or do you claim that some lives are more valuable than others?
Muse, roll a d20, please.
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just
What?
sitting here.
Muse is just sitting in the back quietly, and then it's like, fuck.
Main character moment. Main character moment.
No.
Yes.
Because I want to say so many things to this biatch.
I know, right?
Muse.
But I can't because I'm not there. Because I did the smart thing.
Muse,
Oh.
you hear Alarith's words. and they ring in you for a moment, and then you hear a different voice. It's his voice, but not his voice, but it's a different voice, and you hear, "What's the point? If a single life holds no value, then none are of worth." And that's all you get. It's that kid's
Ooh.
voice.
That kid.
That kid.
Eh.
Can you type that out really quick? Sorry.
Muse is having a mental breakdown.
No, Vaughn's
No,
having a
Vaughn
mental
is.
breakdown.
What else is new? Because he's having a breakdown.
You're not
I want
wrong.
to parrot that word for word, but I have a bad memory, so.
Oh my god, a Pokemon Mystery Dungeon Stan? Oh my god, finally, my people.
Hell yeah, mystery dungeon.
Oh, finally, somebody will understand. Anyways,
Bond over that later.
Because
Mew's gonna take a couple steps forward and just stare at her. If a single life holds no value, then none are of worth.
Do not quote his scripture to me. I was there when it was written.
Aslan.
Aslan, is that you?
Damn.
And she says his scripture. That's different. But considering that most people refer to Aeon as a they. But she kind of like she puts the dust bottle back behind her and goes, "I respect life. As
Do you?
Udana made the forest, but Aeon made us people, our first being. And all life is sacred. All life Aeon makes.
Especially mine.
And he did not make the trees, or the animals, or the pixies. Don't you think this life is more important than theirs? Their comfort." And she kind of like looks behind her at the carriage. "We won't be here for much longer. They can go back to their little silly ways. Now, unless you would care to...
I am imploring you, please. Please, just leave.
Not until we're done here.
Well, you could be done sooner if you just leave. We will get it done.
You make a lot of demands at me."
We've literally only made one!
Sindri's got a point.
Sindri ain't wrong.
"To abandon my
Sindri so
work, and my
To
creed and my
let us
oath."
help you in your work.
Yeah.
You are not listening to me.
What is your work? Helping people? So we're trying to do that too. If you can help us, you can do your work. You've gotten dust, you can go back, we can finish up the rest and give it to you. We don't care about the credit.
We could save more lives if you just go. What are you not understanding? And like Alarith is nearly starting to cry at this.
How much dust have you got in there? Only that bottle? What have you been doing to get it?
We have plenty. Well, not plenty. There's still much more. We could save a third of the city. But there's so much more yet to get.
I assume the pixies wouldn't give all that dust out willingly.
Yeah, you don't seem very fun.
Who says it has to be willingly? If you catch a pixie, they'll give you the dust whether they want to or not.
Wow, that's
Every
just so
ounce of
hella selfish.
Every ounce of movement produces dust.
You
Once
have
we're
them in
done-
there, don't you?
Do they have the pixies like in a little hamster wheel?
Sorry, that got me.
That's actually really funny.
Yeah, it is.
Run, bitches, run.
I mean, that's a lot kinder than what I'm thinking, but yeah, uh-huh.
You have them in there, don't you? In that wooden cage.
Called a carriage.
Cage is probably more accurate.
Yep. Never mind.
I mean, a carriage is just a cage.
A portable
here.
cage.
It's a cage
Yeah.
on wheels.
I have no interest in speaking to more Fae diehards. Go on about your business, and we'll go on about ours.
We are, that's why we're here. And we're not leaving. Until you do.
Haven't you considered that whatever you're doing to those pixies will provoke them?
You don't know the qualities that magic dust could have,
I know all about it, what it could do.
do you?
Yes,
Do you
it could do many
understand that if you
things.
take it, do you understand if you take it from them angrily, it could be shifted into a different manner? What if you're putting that into healing potions and it makes them damaging potions? What if it turns them into something that makes people ill? You don't know because you're just taking.
It could do a lot of things, little one. It could make you disappear, for example. Maybe I should test it.
Sindri's gonna draw their bow.
Okay.
Alarith will put her hand out to stop that.
Yeah, these two guys draw swords. But Sister Emile keeps her hand on her hilt, but doesn't do anything.
Okay, all we're saying is that we're concerned that the dust that you may be gathering from the pixies unwillingly will harm people in the city. This is a risk. You're going to harm more people.
I'll take it into consideration.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, then what's your consideration?
I don't really care for you.
I don't really care for you either.
I'd
That's
much
not the
prefer
issue.
it if you walked off.
So would we. If you walked off. We've already said that, though, and it doesn't really seem to be getting through.
Is Keith just looking between all these people like watching a tennis match?
Yes.
Yeah, Keith is just like, this is gonna be fun.
I mean, he's smiling, so it might as well look like he's enjoying this very stressful moment.
He's just trying to be polite.
He is just polite, yes.
Kelly,
Hmm?
Go, Larka.
you're sitting back and you're watching and you're hearing what's kind of going on. I mean, you're hearing the heated argument. You're not really picking up
You
all
can
the
hear
words,
Alarith
but
with a raised voice, you're like, ah, fuck.
yeah.
That's sign enough.
Yeah, it's not going well over there, which is what you expected. And
I mean, it probably would be worse if I was over there.
oh, it would definitely be worse.
Hestia go brrr.
As you're kind of sitting there, you hear a very gentle humming noise from kind of all around you. That tune that you're very familiar with, that just over and over again. Your goddess is making her presence known. And it gives you some comfort, but there's not much else you can do. And you look up, Callie, and you see there's a crow sitting in a tree, kind of watching. And they kind of like look back at you. And they peep. And they look back at what's going on out there.
Allie's gonna hold out a little bit of bird seed for the crow.
They gently like flap their wings. And they actually land on your arm. Their little claws on their feet are a little bit sharp. Ouch. But they peck at you. Well, at the birdseed. And as they do, Callie, you notice there's a bundle of paper on their leg.
I guess I'll take it off.
Yep, you gently remove it. The crow kind of shakes its little leg at you. And you unfurl it, and let me see. Hang on. Written on this little piece of paper in common, in a very loopy looking cursive, says, it is signed a friend.
Mm-hmm. Would I recognize the handwriting at all?
No. It's not, I will say, it's not similar to the handwriting you've seen in the letters that you found at the temple. It's clearly written from someone who's very educated because of the script, which is kind of like hard to come by. But, you're not sure. You can make a perception check, though.
No, I think I'll leave it.
Oh, I meant like a perception check to like look around.
Oh.
But the crow just kind of like, oh no.
Oh.
You're
Never mind.
You're very focused on the little crow who kind of like looks at you, kind of cocks its head to one side.
Kind of pet its feathers.
Yeah, it looks very like proud of itself, and it flies off.
Oh.
What do you want to do with the information you've just been given?
Well, I can't go out there, otherwise it'll get worse.
Potentially.
I mean, would those people just know on sight that you're a cleric of Hethia?
That's true. You're not wearing any like holy symbol.
That's true.
They'll sense the vibe.
I guess I'll walk towards the group.
Probably
You do
for the
so.
best.
The woman who's human, she kind of looks up at you, and her eyes squint, but she doesn't really say much, and she kind of waits for you to say your piece, if you're going to add
We
to
have to
this.
go.
Hmm?
That's all I'll say. We have to go.
Clover looks at Aerith.
Alarith will sigh. She'll turn and start walking away, and she's crying.
Oh, baby.
Sindri's gonna wait for everybody else to leave and keep their boat like trained on this bitch until everyone's behind them, and then they'll keep the arrow knocked but keep the boat their side.
Allie will try and put an arm around Alarith.
Well, you're going to have to crouch, my
pretty
dude.
far down.
Just like on your knees.
Bend and pat her on the head.
Muse will stay
You
by
guys-
Cinder's side.
we're walking away from the problems in our
Tiefling.
life.
She calls out to you, Muse.
He turns back.
You know our founder's words, and yet you don't follow them.
Muse is a fake fan.
It's not really your concern now, is it? He turns around and keeps going.
Guess not. For now, at least. And
Just
she
as a
goes back
flourish,
into
he's
her
just
thing.
going. Before she turns, he's just going to summon his rapier in his hand, give it a twirl, and then make it vanish again.
Flex on the haters.
Definitely not giving a threat or anything. What? No, that's silly. He would never do that.
I don't
Please
like
don't make
those
my actions have
sounds.
consequences. Please make my actions not
Oh.
have consequences. No consequences, please. It was flourish.
She stares at you.
It's a trick of the light.
I'm going to die, guys.
She stares at you and it's like the hairs on the back of her neck kind of stand up. And she hisses through her teeth and she turns and goes back into her thing.
These furries.
And we walk away.
Because we're having a bad time, having a
Having a
bad
bad time.
Are we going back to like the bush?
Well, I'm assuming
I'm-
Callie's leading us.
Yeah. Callie's leading you. Callie's leading you back to where,
Regis's.
yeah.
As,
Nope. Callie has told you to GTFO.
as we're walking, Sindri still doesn't put the bow away. And they say, I think they have those pixies in there. I bet we would get more from them if we freed them.
I think so too.
We have to, but
And that
I
would
got a
cause an
message.
incident with the church. Huh?
I got a message, and she'll show the group the message.
The
He
friends.
just blankly stares at it, waiting till someone reads it out.
That's just
Oh.
rude.
Sorry, I forgot.
It's like holding up a
We all
poster to
forget.
tell off.
He's just nodding at it like, oh, those are kind of loopy. That looks nice.
Looks like
Wow.
nice
Handwriting.
handwriting. They won't leave. Go back and wait. A friend. You have a friend here?
Guess so.
You have friends?
That
No,
sounds
not that. You
very
have a friend
mean.
here. It is a very different question.
Guess so.
I assumed you all were friends.
Yeah.
So that's your plan? You're gonna camp out in the woods?
How long are we
Well.
gonna have to wait?
Where is your friend?
I don't know. I didn't even know I had a friend here.
How did you get the letter?
A crow gave it to me.
Is there still a crow nearby, Larka?
Make perception checks.
Oh yeah, can we all do that?
Yeah, of course.
Sick.
Oh, I think I have.
Proficiency.
Redemption time.
God damn it. Ooh.
Oh,
Rip.
Come on, Muse.
Imagine having proficiency and then rolling like shit.
Oh!
Oh!
Never mind.
Imagine getting a 20.
Okay, so here's how I'm gonna do this. So let's see. Keith and Sindri, you guys kind of like look around and you don't see shit.
Yeah.
There's nothing in here. Also Alarith, you don't see shit.
She's too busy crying, it makes sense.
Aw.
Muse and Clover, as you're looking around and you're trying to figure out, like, where is there a like some sort of bird around here or something? You think you see a shape off in this direction. And Clover, you absolutely see a shape in this direction. Clover, I'm even going to go so far as to say, sitting in the tree is a person
Oh.
wearing a dark black cloak, more of a coat-like cape, boots with silver buckle, gloves. But the thing that stands out to you most, Clover, is the mask they wear. A
Clover's-
black leather raven-looking mask with shining goggle-like eyes. And they look at you, Clover. They're looking right at you.
Jeez.
And you see they look at you, they tilt their head to one side, and they hold up a hand with one finger to their beak, like in a shh kind of motion. And they
Clover sort of
disappear.
stands
They
on end.
disappear completely out of view. Like, they just vanish.
Clover like grabs onto Keith for a second and just blinks in that direction. I think maybe that way.
Oh. I mean, if it saw something, it would
I
make
did,
sense
but I don't
checking it
anymore.
out. It would make sense checking it out. But I don't know whether or not those guys in the camp would notice us while we were still this close to that camp.
It's
I
pretty
mean, you can roll
close.
stealth.
Sometimes they're another church guy.
What was that, Beans?
That we can't trust that they're not another church person.
Oh.
Hmm.
I think we should just go.
Crows are the symbol of Hetia. That's kind of common knowledge.
Also, while everything is going down, Keith squats down and just offers the end of his scarf to Lair to dry the tears.
Oh.
Lareth will look at it. What do I do with that?
You can dry your tears with it. I don't mind.
Is that a thing that people do?
Dry their tears?
We just
Lareth, are you okay?
no, we just
I mean,
kind of we just cry.
The hustling all over again.
I mean, I don't know.
No, I'm not saying it's not like a oh man, she never cries. It's a oh, you don't really wipe your tears where she's from. It's just kind of like oh, you're crying.
Oh.
There's no
Aw.
Kleenexes where Lareth is from.
There's Kleenexes in a cave.
I mean, I don't know if everyone does it, but I certainly do.
Well, Lareth will take the scarf then and I guess gently try wipe it away.
It's a
Confusedly.
very
Smile.
soft fabric.
Oh, thank you.
You're welcome.
The tears sort of have gone, but you can still see she's a bit sort of trembling and upset.
This is a song to be comforted to.
It is.
Anyway,
Let's get back to Regis. At the very least, I don't want him alone.
I guess we have to tell him we failed.
We haven't failed yet. We're not leaving these woods yet.
Mm.
It'll be okay, Alarith.
Will it? And she kind of, like, when she says that, she kind of brings her hand over her mouth in shock that she actually snapped like that.
No, go off, sis.
I don't know. But it helps to stay positive. It helps to keep your friends with you. And we're not going to give up yet.
Right. Friends. Let's go.
You guys all head off. And you go back. Regis hasn't really left where you left him off, but the 3 pixies are still, like, kind of chatting with him.
Bill?
And, the only thing that seems to have really changed is Regis's mood. He seems a little more, like, at ease. More smiley. Talking politely with them. And he looks back over his shoulder at you guys and he goes, I guess it didn't go well.
No.
No.
I'm sorry.
Not really.
Miller's head droops.
For people who claim to worship, life, they really don't care about life. It's quite amazing, honestly.
Yeah, they're dunderheads.
They care about life. Just not all of them.
Well, there's a difference between a church of Aeon and Aeonism. See, the Church of Aeon is just worshipping Aeon as a person who is in charge of medicine, healing, life, childbirth, that kind of thing. Aeonism, unfortunately, puts Aeon on a higher pedestal than even Yadana, who is basically the chief of all the gods. So they kind of make up stuff as they go along. Quite a nasty bunch they are.
It seems they have pixies trapped in there somewhere. I don't suppose that's gonna really go well with the rest of them. Clover
One of the
looks at
pixies, the one that goes by Thistle, kind of like kind of goes, did you see Willow and Bark? We haven't seen them.
We think we know where they are,
They
but we
wouldn't
can't be
let us
sure.
see.
He kind of looks up at Regis and goes, well, maybe your little plan will work then, you know? We've been working really hard. And I think we know exactly what to do.
What's your plan?
We're gonna scare them.
I like that.
It'll be funny.
Alarith, who thought of that plan before. Aha. Indication.
The biggest one flutters over to Alarith and goes, I don't know if it'll work for everyone. You are very small. No offense, I am also very small.
Clover just kind of blinks.
Very small.
Doesn't have to be everyone. This guy's very strong without our little plan. And Regis just kind of like rolls his eyes. So pixies, I've discovered, have a variety of little magic they can do. And they think this will work very well for them. How do I say this politely? No, let's just spring it on them. It'll be funny. Thistle, no. They... How do I say this? They want to turn you into animals so that you go and attack the camp. Think about it.
That sounds like so
This'll
much fun.
kinda-
I want to do that.
Thistle
I don't
flies
think
up to you.
that will work.
That will go badly, most
I
likely.
don't suppose a rabbit is very scary.
Thistle kind
They-
of flies up to you and he goes, "Just think about it, think about it, think about it. Giant
They-
spiders descend upon the camp. They all piss themselves and run away."
Whoa.
They did
They had
say,
weapons though.
First of all, they have weapons. Secondly, they don't see animals as life per se, so
They don't see us as a threat, no matter what form we take.
Yeah, they try to kill us.
if we were to take on the form of animals, they would just slaughter us, and I'd rather keep my life.
Alarith will walk up
If we
to
polymorph
Regis.
you into a big bear, you'll be very dangerous.
Alarith will walk up to Regis and ask, "Do you think this is a good idea?"
Honestly, it's a little bit of an entertaining idea. If these people are as superstitious as they claim to be, I think if we choose the right creature, it'll certainly scare them off. Maybe not a spider or a bear. But I know that these guys can polymorph them into different types of animals if we pick something specific. And of course, I'll be in the back supporting you. I know a few spells that'll really send them screaming.
Well, they're not very fighty, but crows would be kind of funny.
Crows? Why are crows funny?
It's a message from Hetia.
You know Hetia?
I don't.
I remember Hetia. She was nice.
She sounds nice.
I can hear you trying to speak, Callie. Go again.
Yes?
Callie calls to Muse.
What?
Odd.
What?
No, she said. Callie said yes, right? Like, yes, Hetty is nice.
She is what I said.
Oh.
Yeah,
Oh,
there
I
we
thought
go.
you said Muse. Okay. Do you know Hetia?
I
I
worship
kind of flutter
Hetia.
in front of you. Oh, that's good. She likes friends. She doesn't get to see hers all the time now.
I'm glad I could try and be one of her friends.
Yeah. Long, long time ago. She used to walk around here. Now she doesn't. But, I mean, that was a really long time ago, before everything split.
Oh.
Very old, you see.
Oh, I know that.
Good.
Well, what kind of animals were you guys thinking of? I'm afraid I'm not super very religious into this kind of stuff.
I was thinking of like a big bear or maybe a big deer. Deers are scary. Have you seen a deer be super scary? They're super scary. They'll like ram into things and then they'll just not stop. Actually, wait. No, I think that's a sick deer. Never mind.
Yeah, I think I asked the wrong question. And they look at Regis. What is exactly the plan here?
I was thinking something more like, maybe an owl bear. That would be very scary. Or
That would be.
giant snakes. Aeon's symbol is a giant snake. And let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 giant snakes. That would be very scary.
That would definitely send a message.
That Aeon doesn't want them there anymore.
I like it. I also just kind of want to be a giant snake.
Will this
That
be
does
able to
sound
be
very
traced
scary.
back to us?
No. We polymorph. And as long as you don't get hurt too bad, you won't revert back. Unless we want you to. But that would be mean.
That's a dangerous game to play. If they find
Clover
out
looks
it's
at
us,
Keith.
that could have big repercussions.
Not if I know how to wipe their memories, Regis kind of says. Learned a few spells.
Squints. Keith just squints.
What are you thinking of
They-
there, buddy?
Well, I mean, there's a few spells that I know that can mess with a person. I've learned a few of my own.
This guy's gonna
Modify
murder a man.
memory would be very interesting. What was that, Keith? Or Clover?
And I was just
One-
asking Keith what he thinks.
Oh.
What does Keith think?
Well, he thinks about a lot of things, but he doesn't say anything. Just after the moment, he just simply shakes his head and returns to smiling.
Regis, if you think this is the best plan, then I'll back you.
Plan is definitely in quotation marks, but it's definitely the most fun plan, and I think it gives the pixies some little bit of an agency over what they want to do. Plus, while we're distracting, they can sneak in, let their friends out. Everyone's happy. Well, except them, but who cares about the church at this point?
And who cares about them? They're kind of really mean.
They are. I like Revmir so much more.
I don't know. I think I like Ion. I just don't like them.
Sindri, you get a couple temporary hit points. Just kidding.
I simp hard enough. Hilarious, the
Huh?
Revmir simp just sitting in the corner like...
Something like this. Pretty crafty.
Well,
Well,
Hilarious.
unless someone else has something they need to offer, or I don't know. I think it's fun.
I think it's fun. Hilarious, Regis, you're the ones that live, where people might get mad. So it's your call.
Well, as long as I'm not seen, I don't think I'll have too much of a problem.
Pretty pissed that lady off enough. I guess a little more won't hurt.
And think of it like this. Maybe this will be the first push into getting these stupid idiots out of here. For good.
Alarith will look to Callie at that notion. And then say, okay, then we're doing it.
I mean, think of it. They're so focused on Ion that they forget every other god. Kind of dampens the rest of their influence, don't you think?
Indeed.
And he kind of looks at you, Callie. If a cleric of Hetia is the one who saves the day and brings back all this pixie dust to make all these potions, I think that would go a long way. And personally, he kind of puts his hand over his heart. I would be happy to see Hetia get some recognition for once.
Glad someone else does.
Then giant snakes it is!
And then collect their teeth. No, Thistle.
Well, if I see any on the ground, I'll grab them for you.
So just to clarify,
You're my new best friend.
Just to clarify, if we get hit,
I'm not sure you
there's a
want to be
chance-
Clover's new best friend.
Nah, it's chill.
So just to clarify, if we get hit, then there's a chance we'll revert back, correct?
Okay, well, the way the polymorph spell works.
Yeah, that's what I'm clarifying. It's like you have to make a con save if you get hit, correct?
no.
Or is it the spellcaster?
No.
The
If
spellcaster.
you will get the same amount of hit points as the creature that is chosen.
Yeah.
If those hit points drop to 0, you revert back to your form with all your hit points and spells intact.
But
So
polymorph
basically,
is concentration, so the spellcaster cannot get hit.
Right, okay.
And the pixies are the spellcaster, and they can turn invisible.
So they're probably fine.
Plus, they can just like sit in the trees, invisible. Like they're fine.
Mhm.
Nothing's hitting them.
Alrighty, so we start heading back to douchebag camp.
Well, I think this will be the perfect plan. And I need you all to make another perception check, real quick.
Everyone?
We're getting spied on.
Birdman go
Yeah,
brrr.
Ooh.
I see nothing.
Hey!
Ooh.
That's a lot of nat 20s tonight.
And as you're all deciding, you hear from the trees. I think that would be a pretty good plan too. And out of the trees, Alarith, you recognize your classmate Dash.
Oh my god, a
Oh,
classmate
Another
here!
one?
Where the fuck do these guys keep coming from?
How do you keep running into
How
them?
big is this class?
Not that big!
And that's where we cut it.
Ah! That's such a good spot to end.
Man, fuck
How do you
those
keep
guys.
timing the music? The music stopped right when you. What the stop?
I
And
cannot
Muse
wait
didn't
to go
even have
beat
to
them
give
up.
up part of his brain cells. That's good. It's a good plan.
Unfortunate. I mean, yay.
I cannot wait to go beat those guys up. I hate them and their
Same.
stupid noses.
Oh my god.
Also,
Your
Lyra's
stupid
big.
nose. I'm taking your phone.
By taking all your CDs and weed.
Oh, wait. Because he's here, that means...
No, where's husband? Where's husband?
Oh, he's around. Don't worry about it.
Oh, hell yeah.
Dead.
Finally, the main character has returned!
Pointed beans.
Yeah, beans!
Beans is gonna sniff out these bastards.
Do bunnies
Alright.
have a good sense of smell?
Yes. And hearing.
Well, they have such big ears, so of course they do.
I mean, I do have perception.
Like, oh yeah, you have proficiency in perception. So yes. And that was Beans and Robin's first D&D session. Yay!
Woo!
You did it!
Yeah!
Thanks for letting us hang out.
Yeah!
Fun!
And we'll hang out next time and
More
beat up a bunch
friends!
of religious assholes.
Yeah.
Yeah!
If you are welcome to join us next time where we beat the shit out of the church people.